God help me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole. I'm being held hostage at Washougal.
The game where my players are driving me absolutely batty.
Okay. So, last time we left our intrepid adventurers, our maybe soon to be named group. I don't know. It was like the loose shells.
Yeah. You'll see all that
Would
later.
like to buy a health potion for $5 real.
Hey kids, you like toilets?
Honestly, I'm broke right now.
$5 in US currency.
So not to pimp anybody else, but the Acquisitions Inc. did Wizard Unknown PUBG
Yes.
with the microtransactions. It's hysterical and worth watching. Like, it just throwing it out.
It's insanity in a bag. But anyway, I digress. So, the group that went to go be heroes and save the captain, or kill him if he's a turncoat, or, maybe there was another thing, but you found him in Zombieland, in a train wreck, on fire underneath rubble with his legs broken. Completely accidental situation here that was definitely orchestrated based off of natural 20s, higher perception checks, and including the zombies doing like a natural 20 and trying to eat them. Forcing your hand to rush in there, kick a bunch of ass, save them, have a few scary moments of, oh, we're gonna die. No, we're not, because cannons!
No, we're not. You're still gonna die. We're not gonna die.
Oh, no, we're not We're gonna die buying the cannon!
We're so spellless! I haven't played these games before.
Everyone is deafened apart from the two gun junkies, which honestly fits.
We couldn't hear anyway.
You lost us severe years ago.
Yes. Right now, we have people on the train for the train map. Since we are done with the center focus of the train wreckage areas, you guys got off the map with a still living Captain Rogar Dane. Damn. D-A-I-N. Dane. Dane? It's Dane, damn it!
This is an important note to always say the NPC's name before you actually.
Yes, but I wrote it like 3 months ago, so fuck off, alright? I said it sounded cool back then, and then I'm right. What the fuck did I write? Anyway. Right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people on the train right now. Everyone on the right side and the back of the table. We have Heos literally on top of the train. We have Perfidious, Death inside the cannon room, which is right here. We have Ozzy with Perfidious. We have Morgan, Morgan, that is in the bar area after dispatching many of undead, and we have Bridget, that's not on the train, that is on the ceiling, and is yet to return yet. The rest of the crew over here, we have Gideon, that is currently 40 feet down from the bar area, surrounded by undead.
That would be right over here.
40 feet down.
40 feet down.
40 feet down. So that's the situation. And we have Echo and Oz currently running back / tailing behind with a both broken legs, Captain Rogar, that is currently just being lifted up full like heroic kind of situation, for a moonbeam in the background, casting the light with dust everywhere from the cannon shot.
Bright green beam.
Yeah, bright like neon glow stick green light. Mm-hmm. Weird.
And for that purpose, we put them right here. They're off.
Yeah, they're off. They're 300-ish. They're actually 210-ish feet away. As we start up the situation again in a more story-based situation. Now, for the board that you see before you, this is your train with the tops on top of it. We got the locomotive at the front. No, I do not have the front of it, and I explained in the past, but I will explain again. This is not what you see as a locomotive, but in terms of internal blueprints, it is good enough because I do not have enough money to hire a staff member to draw what I want. So, for those that will allow me to print it out and laminate and all that, I thank you for allowing me to do this. And I'll give you the details of who I got it from and stuff like that.
Perfect.
And then we got the cannon chamber back here with Ozzy. That is definitely not crazy and definitely working on a hinged mentality that is currently celebrating with a giant stogie. Stogie?
Stogie.
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 And then we got the bar area that is natural 20 luck, filled to the brim with the top shelf. Oh, I am so sorry.
Those are really reflective.
Yeah, they are really reflective. I shall put it down. Then we got the, no, I'll just point over here, right here. So that is the bar area, followed by the living quarters and living quarters in the back. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order in terms from start to finish. When I said this train is long,
3, 4, 5. Okay, so
now
front,
for context,
back. Okay.
each train segment, including the locomotive, is 14 inches long. Each inch is 5 feet. You can calculate how long that train is. And I know David's going to do that right now.
14 times 5.
70.
70, yeah.
That's 70 per train segment. The trains are long.
Those trains are huge.
Well, even if you go to a normal train, trains are big.
Wait, isn't a Matson
No, wait.
container over 100 feet?
Wait, well, that's including the edges here, too. So the inside,
another
the insides
one.
are 5
Yeah, no,
These are short.
from basically from the
Shorts.
stopper to stopper. And
So the
yes,
insides
there
are like
are,
50 feet,
even though
yeah.
it doesn't show it, there are like the classic walkway areas since they've been connected. There's walkways between the one cart to the
I'm
next.
not going through those because
So,
60 feet.
we go back to initiative turns. However, we are in a bit of a more story setting situation. You're not out of the undead apocalypse yet. Apocalypse. As shambling hordes like cockroaches on the floor shamble towards the sound of living flesh, aka you. We got 90% of you deaf. So right now it is quieter than the quietest it's ever been, and that's a little scarier, honestly. Not gonna lie, because a zombie can sneak up on you at any moment. We go back to Oz/Captain Rogar. That yes.
I got it wrong. Matson containers are about 40 feet, so those are about the size of Matson.
Okay, yeah. I've done research just because Anyway, but anyway. Thank you.
I just don't want to get hate in the comments, you know?
Yeah, oh well, then, doesn't matter what.
Yeah, and I think
we'll
our math
get
is
it.
wrong at 14
I'm sorry,
inches
for
times
your
5.
I can't
so
measure 100 feet, 40 feet.
14 times 5 can't be.
Proper measurement 40 feet. If you ask the guy, 100 feet. Anyway, so Oz, you, with the assistance of doing a maneuver from Captain Rogar, you moved half your movement as a reaction, which is 20 feet. Well, 10 feet because you're moving
delivered my
half.
final step of the wind.
Yes, but you're holding some. So everything is halved right now.
Okay.
So you move 10 feet as a reaction, action 20 feet, bonus action 20 feet, move it 20 feet. So 2, 4, 6, you moved 70 feet. You are 210 minus 70, that's 150. No,
140.
140. Feet away before you get, now the 140 feet is when you get to here. That part right there.
There's 3
There's
skeletons.
actually 2 things in front of it.
Yeah, I just wanted to get to the front of the train.
So if you actually want to get to the locomotive,
I'm just going to jump because I have my boots.
so 140, and each one's 40, so 40, 80, so minus 80 to the tip of the locomotive, you're about
Most of the way there. Another
80 feet away.
Another move and I can get
Yeah.
there.
So it's not as far as you might think.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump to the top of the front of
Yeah.
the locomotive.
So I'm just giving you guys the map so you understand the size of how things are going.
It increases my
Didn't you
jump.
use that last session?
I did. That only just did. That I didn't use anything. Oh wait, no, hang on. I did use the jump.
Yeah, you did use the jump.
It's once per short rest, doubles your jump distance for 1 minute.
Yeah, so you've already used that, unfortunately.
Okay, well it has definitely not been 1 minute. Because I used it when I got there.
It lasts for a minute.
Nice.
So you can still hear the clicking sounds of like the
Yeah, it's like I'm on a time limit. Run!
yeah.
It is like what, 45 seconds, 50 seconds right now, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're you're still good.
Yeah,
but
something like that.
yeah, you're right. So the springs that have been superheated coils that are now on your feet are still like hot and active. Woo. Yeah, you got hot feet right now. Bridget, it is your turn.
I
Double my
run
jump distance, which should be
150
about
feet
40
on the ceiling.
I could do that.
So at that point, 150 feet, 300. I think you're at the... How did you do 150 feet? Please back that out.
The spurs give me an extra dash on my bonus action.
Use that.
Spurs.
How often
That's
do
how
you
it got
use
down.
those?
Okay.
Once per long rest, I
Once
think.
per long rest, yeah.
Oh, so you haven't used it yet.
Yeah, and you're running on the ceiling, which is trippy as hell, by the way. So 300 feet minus 150 is 150, which is get you there, minus 40, which is minus another 80, which is... my brain is failing.
Did you say 140 minus 80?
150 minus 80.
150 minus 80. So
70.
70. You're 7 feet away from the tip of the locomotive.
Sick.
Yes,
Wasn't Bridget already back somewhat anyway?
you're right.
She
I
made
did
a
run a
made
bit to get to the skull, the flaming skull.
And you weren't completely on the map. So I'm going to say, yeah, you're at the tip of the locomotive. Just for a simplification, because you did come back and you weren't at...
and then
the
you've got
spot
to
where
run
the
through all to
She
get.
just has to get on. It doesn't
So
matter.
you can
where.
get on the ceiling of the locomotive even.
Yeah, just-
Now, there's a bunch of yellow do not stand here thing. But you can stand there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Big squirrely thing that
Because
says
the
don't
thing about the
stand
front of
here.
the locomotive...
For whatever reason, there's something in the middle.
Well, let me
You have no idea
describe...
why it's there.
Let me describe...
steam and electricity at the same time.
So there's timed events. Anyway, so describing the locomotive. The locomotive had 3 different connecting point compartments that are all up right now because of the ceiling. But since there are 3 connecting points, each one can rotate independently to connect to other parts of the track that are not on the same track area, which is the ceiling, side, or underneath it. The rest of the locomotives have 2 at the beginning and the end that rotate into position when necessary, but the locomotive in front, being the locomotive, needs more wheels to get the power, and 2, as it's changing connecting points, that means it needs 2 points of connecting area so that it doesn't rip off.
That's sick to going through a tunnel and have the thing
Yep.
connect on
And
in
it
different
changes
sections.
as it goes on.
Yeah.
That said, the locomotive is... the train itself is a lot more cylindrical. It still has that boxy shapes until you get those points that rotate into position, which they do more circular things. But it's, again, steampunk, extra gears, extra steam. Why is this pipe going over here? Who knows what it's powering its
There's a
pistons?
gauge here. Nobody knows what it means.
Yes. So that kind of bullshit, right? And then you got the locomotive
random gear that's
control
powered.
hub,
There's nothing
which is
but
at the
spin.
back. So if anything, it looks like World War I. They had these like pizza tops guns. I know this is a blasphemous thing for me to
You mean
say.
a turret?
If you go to World War I, they had machine guns that had this cylindrical thing at the top
That was the cartridge.
that had the
bullet
cartridge.
cartridge.
So that cylindrical cartridge is where the control station is. It's very cylindrical and stuff like that. Where the barrel itself is the locomotive power engine, where the antennas go, and also the twisting devices for the connecting units. So that's what it looks like. But for the purposes of representation, that is the map.
Got it.
This is a different train, if you want. So you can jump onto the don't stand here areas if you so desire, or you can wait until your next turn.
I'll speak to this.
Okay.
My chance.
Skeletons! Your shield is still active. What is
Yes.
your current AC? Actually, I remember 16 plus 5 equals 21. So,
Oh, you're
with
just
a
barely
plus
beating me.
4, they're going to continue to try to shank you. Two of them are going to get an advantage because they're standing on either side of each other because of optional rules. Because of flanking. So, here's the first 2. Even with advantage, nope. And second one, nope. And the third one, no. So they're just going ting dong ting ting, and you hear boom 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 boom.
He doesn't hear anything at you.
Yeah. Oh, sure. You don't hear anything.
No, it's that's all I hear. It's just
Yeah.
the changes in
However-
the tone of the ringing in my ears.
Roll a luck check.
Luck check.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a d20. Tell me what you get. Do you want high or low? Do you want high or low? So you choose what's good for you.
I want high.
You want high? Okay. Roll high.
Yeah.
So that's a natural 1.
It's it's because it's a different die that is actually
Okay, just get a different d20. I know you got more.
it's this light up one and it's very light, so I tossed it way heavier. Okay, I rolled a 12.
a 12. Not the highest, but not the lowest. Roll a d4. And it's going to be divided by 2. So if you roll a 1, nothing happens.
A 3.
So you get 3 divided by 2. One more skeleton goes, high fives on another skeleton and go. Nope, still not hit. You just have another skeleton. So, Oz, you just are running back, and you see a small gathering of undead currently just ripping into Gideon.
It looks like I'm just going. Ching, 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 ching. Actually, I'm not. I'm confident it's going to work.
Morgan.
I saw it work,
Yes.
so
It is your turn.
I'm not
Cool.
cringing. I am literally.
Heals, you're on deck. Gideon, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna help Gideon out here. And I'm going to use Hail of Thorns to nail all of the guys there. It won't hit him
Bullshit.
because he's in the thing.
That's awesome, though. Get to
Okay,
go.
area effects do not negate. Do not get
She
negated
doesn't
by
know
shield.
this.
You don't know this.
She doesn't know it either.
Shield specifically makes your AC higher and automatically makes magic missile miss. Hail of Thorns will bypass that.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll be all
That's
right.
okay. You should let it go. You should let it go. Just.
Alright. Oh, you know, as you roll an Arcana, let's see how much you know.
Let her rip. Not that she can hear. She's
Ah,
deaf
come on,
too.
that would be hilarious. It's like, oh my god, what did I do?
Okay, hold on. Oh, of course I don't have it.
Because you are low level, so let's see how much. Because you do just see a barrier of magic around him. You don't know his abilities.
It's a natural 20.
Natural 20, yeah, you know you'll fuck him up.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
And by the way,
on.
it's still. Oh, it's until my next turn. Huh?
Yes.
So this is still up. Okay.
Yeah, so
Hold on.
you activate it on your turn, but
Yeah.
it goes until your next turn.
Right.
So
Hold on.
one of those situations because
Cool.
held
Yeah, I don't
actions
have
and stuff like
anything
that.
Let's see. Except for like a single shot, which is kind of annoying.
Just do it.
Just hit him anyway. He'll be fine.
You got a potion.
You just got the grappling.
So apparently your intrusive thoughts take the form of Profenius's voice. This is good to know.
little devil on
I mean,
It would absolutely
You know what?
make sense. It would
I mean,
absolutely make
no,
sense.
I'll do it
Little
anyway.
devil on his shoulder,
No,
but it's his mustache and horns. You know?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I mean, yeah, he's gonna get hurt, and I'm sorry about that. But at least it'll take out these other what?
That is
them?
fair. Sometimes you
Don't
have
be
to
sorry.
do. Yeah, you got to do the tactical thing sometimes.
Sorry, homie.
So, Gideon, you look up, even though you're like, ting, 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 you look up, and you see Morgan's barrel just gone.
Yeah, but the thing is all you have to do, you have to basically do a dex saving throw. You take a 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful. So either way, you'll be okay.
We're fine.
Understood. Now, Hail of Thorns is you attack one creature and then it explodes.
The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before this spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from the ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet must make a dex saving throw.
I apologize. Something just happened on my phone, which I was reading a message and didn't hear the first part.
So yeah, next time you hit.
Okay, so are you aiming at him, or are you aiming at, because he's at the center of the mass?
Yeah, I'm aiming at one of the others. I'm not going to aim directly at him.
Okay. It's a 10-foot blast radius?
Anything within 5
5
feet around, so 10 foot around, yeah. Of
So
the
you
target,
won't be,
5 foot of the
unless,
target.
the only way to get all of them is if you hit him, because they're surrounding him. So how it works and stuff like that,
But
because,
his armor class will be higher because
Yeah,
of the...
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
So if you want to get all of them, you'll have to shoot him.
Okay.
If you want to get,
But now you have to shoot through my shield.
if you want to get 3 of them, you shoot one of the skeletons.
Okay, and it's radiant damage, so it'll be doubled. Not for him, right?
Not for him, no. Are you
Unless
are
it's
you
unless it's
vulnerable to
weak
radiant damage?
for some reason.
I know, but do I need to tell if anyone else is?
Have you
Do
ever
I
been?
need to,
No.
do
Have
I
you,
need to tell if I'm? Do I need to tell anybody else if I'm
do
vulnerable?
you believe
radiant
to be vulnerable to radiant damage?
I sunburn if that's what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
All right, let's try to get them all.
okay. So So yeah, Morgan. So
I'm all ting 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 ting.
And I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
make the shot.
I'm just gonna leave. He's looking at me, and I'm just gonna be like,
AC 21.
I'm just for him or
Yes, for him. The shield is still up.
I'm like waving, like,
and
because all I'm seeing is the barrel.
you see
But
that
if
your
I- but
arcane
hold on,
shield is
hold on.
like
But
thickening
if I
up.
miss, okay. But if I miss, then it doesn't hit anybody.
Correct.
Okay, so let's not do that then. I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is why I explained.
So let's just go for 3 of them. Someone else can get another buddy as they
Okay, so
go by.
you shoot one of them, and none of them are damaged. So at this point, it would just be if they survive.
All right, so let's
numbers
see.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
Thank you again, Brian, for
is that
getting
It's
a
a
6?
9.
Okay, so 9. So that's like 11.
And 9. You're plus 8 over here. It looks
Yeah,
like.
plus 8.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, and then I have a
So
plus 2
17.
bonus on a ranged
Well, no, that
weapons
plus
anyways.
8 is already what?
Yeah. So my fighting styles archery got a plus 2 bonus to
That's
attack
already
rolls.
added. That's already added to. The,
Oh, to this.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
then plus 8. So
Yeah, and so
17.
that you don't have to do additional math.
17.
17 definitely hits. It detonates. Do your damage for the one that you hit, and then do the explosion and stuff like
Hold on.
Do your rifle damage first.
that. For the main guy,
1d10.
yeah, you're probably gonna
this one?
obliterate.
Oh wait. What?
And they have to do dexterity saving throws. They get plus 2s.
D6, and then
Because this one
Nope.
says the card says D10.
oh, 1d10, yeah, and
Yeah.
then another d10 piercing damage on the failed save. Okay.
And does the guy that got hit make the saving throw as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the target and
Yeah,
anyone
each
else,
creature
and
within-
anyone within 5 feet.
Okay.
Any
That's gonna
creature
be-
within-
So the two
5.
people that did not get hit
Plus
failed the
6.
dex saving throw. Funny enough, the guy that got hit made a
11.
natural 17 plus 2, so he
Yeah.
made
So, so it's 11 just from the piercing damage from the rifle.
The
Radiant.
Radiant piercing.
Rating piercing.
So
right?
that so he's obliterated.
and then
So this is the one that's saved, but you just
Wow.
shoot him straight in, and it goes skull, vertebrae into the rib cage,
okay. So this
and
is
that's where
gonna
it
be
detonates.
the hail of thorns damage.
It's interesting. Is
That's a
skeletons
4.
Oh, by the way, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, I will. But aren't skeletons? Don't they get
Right.
resistance to piercing?
This is radiant.
Ah.
So this is
Oh, what is it? It's a
I-
radiant piercing.
I think
Oh,
just 4.
just 4.
Radiant.
You're right.
Just-
It's radiant. It just
Four?
happens to be in the
4.
Is that doubled?
Oh yes, because it's radiant. So then the other one should have been as well, but
I don't know if it
Oh,
makes
the guy's dead.
I don't know if it makes a spell radiant.
Yeah, I don't think the
Would it?
spell's right. The thorns are their own.
Okay. So hail of thorns does it say weapon damage or piercing?
I think it just says piercing.
you have to dig it out again.
And 5e skeletons are not resistant to piercing.
Ah.
Funny enough, they
Guess
are
what?
they are
were-
vulnerable.
Yeah,
to
one
blade.
D10
They
piercing.
were in 3.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In 3.5, they were.
So piercing.
Yeah.
Okay, so they take the damage. The one that you shot in the head, he became part of the shrapnel.
Awesome.
So, and what was your dexterity?
Oh, 9.
Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing.
Oh,
That's been
only 4, really.
Yeah, you know, there's still shards of bone in your body. Make a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
I think it's concentration too, so it
Yeah.
keeps happening.
8.
Yeah.
Gosh dang. Okay.
Next
This
time you
guy
get a
was
creature
rolling
with
so
red
well,
weapon,
and now he's
with
not
spell
rolling
ends.
very well.
Okay. Thank you for noting that.
Yeah. So if I get to shoot somebody again, I also get to do the same thing. 'Cause it's a concentration spell.
Or,
Yes.
Right.
No, it's a concentration spell until you hit.
oh, okay.
A lot of the ranger stuff is until you hit.
It's worded really
Whoa.
strangely.
Yeah. Once you hit, it's used up.
So what was the dex saving throw? Was only 9. What did he have
Yeah.
to hit?
14.
Oh, he had to hit 14. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
Hey, you know, you did the calculation. Point is, you hurt them. They took 4 points of piercing damage. I'm going to say number 1 and 2. They have what their hit points is -4. So, heals. Get in, you're on deck.
But I'm still like, Doug, I'm sorry.
Brigitte, is she on the roof there with me?
She's currently on the roof. So you're on the train. She's on the roof of the ceiling.
Okay.
I'm on the ceiling of the cave.
And she's
Up
just starting
over here,
to get to
right?
the...
Because it occurred to me that I changed shape while going up the ladder, which means that no one here, with the possible exception of
Gideon.
Gideon, has seen this.
So that is true.
I don't know. I don't know you.
Right. So you don't know me. There's somebody you don't know with a rifle who's been taking shots.
Well, didn't we watch you change though?
I didn't. I was
No,
over.
he
I was
changed.
there.
I was up on the train.
Yeah, he shapeshift after he left the train.
Got
So
it.
this is true, but your clothing is the same.
That's fair.
So
All
make a insight check. I'm going to say the DC is 15 because it's dark, and you're not exactly you're an opposing figure. Let's just put it this
That's
way.
right.
24.
Bridget, you know that.
I know that code.
Yeah.
I do.
You're not outside. You don't see
but I
this.
do need it.
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen him
But
change
you're
before.
inside the train right now, so unless you're poking your head out, even then, in order to see on top of the roof, you would have to go
Yeah,
into
no,
specific
it's fine.
areas.
Got you.
I've seen them be a warforged before. And
That's true.
Okay, so Kios is going to wander back towards the ladder and go down towards
Tick,
the
tick, 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 tick.
head down towards the gun room. Except
That's when you notice Gideon is currently being treated like a piñata, and
Boom. But
You're
I'm-
alive.
specifically with
I'm
those
not-
sound effects.
I don't.
I like the sound effects.
I'd have to make it up because I can't hear a theme.
Okay. So open the door, and head towards. Sorry,
Perfinius, Ozzy.
No, Morgan. Head towards. So you're in the gun room, right?
No, I'm here in the bar.
bar area.
I'm in the gun room.
So I'm straight
He's
below
over
here.
here.
Okay. So shit. I want to go that way down the ladder. So underneath Brigitte. So head that way down the ladder.
Okay, so the Bridget is
Can we
more.
toss the bunny over here?
Yeah, Bridget is more in front of the locomotive. So just place yourself right there.
Okay, fantastic.
Because you were on top of the gun room, right?
I was on top of the gun room, which I
Yeah,
think
she's
is
right there.
it's over there. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna head towards the tail end of the train,
Yep.
down the ladder.
Down the ladder, which will put you
Puts-
between this one
sets
and
me
here,
over
yeah.
there, and open that door. Wait, where is Brigitte?
I'm over,
Over here.
On this one.
I'm sorry,
Morgan,
Morgan.
I'm right here.
Great. Open the door.
So please.
How's you over there? Yes. Please refrain from shooting at my friend.
He's alive. One of the things hitting him is dead. Yeah. So
First of all, Morgan, you just hear.
that's true. What?
I can't.
What?
I can't hear. What?
Yeah, I was like,
Well, are you even facing the door? Because it'd be even more hilarious if you ignored him.
True. You don't even.
yeah, I don't even know he's
Make a
there.
perception check. Make a perception check, because that is very true. Because you're like shooting over the ridge right now.
About to get jump scared.
And she's ignoring me.
That's gonna be huge.
I hope you roll low.
No, that's a
24.
Oh, no. Okay. So you see the door open. You see a weird Warforged looking thing, and he's talking. You notice a little bit of blood coming out of her ears.
I'm gonna take the butt of my rifle and smack hers up.
Oh, no.
Make an
Why?
attack roll.
Oh my.
Well, I also.
Oh, I'm not trying to like disarm her. I'm just like
Okay, I tried to convey the.
Hey,
make an insight
fucking
check.
knock it off.
Yeah, make it insight. Morgan, make an insight check.
It's like when the dog's trying
That's
to
a
reach
9.
for something. You're
So
like,
where's hold on, it's 15.
15. Okay, that's enough to get this. What basic message are you trying to convey to Morgan?
stop doing that.
Stop it.
I mean, at this, I don't know. I mean,
It's not like an outwardly aggressive.
well,
thing
no, I
because-
mean, but I mean, I'd like if you're. I guess I mean I conveyed that, but I mean, I was like, if you're mad, I got one of them away from him. That's the point. He had his shield up. He's not hurt.
So it's
Like-
not like you still can't hear. You can still talk. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
which is kind of what I'm just like.
just screaming
But
at him.
he's fine.
just angsty teenager.
He's fine, and one is
I believe
dead.
that's my entire turn. I think that's all I can do.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
And as far as the little damage that I did take, you probably wouldn't even tell whether or not I was actually hurt.
That's not the point. The point is you pointed the gun.
It sure looks.
right.
There was an explosion of
but
stuff
but
around.
you.
I know nothing other than she shot you. Let's be clear about this.
Well, no, because you should have seen the other guy get completely wiped
I
out. Yeah.
don't care.
He just showed up.
No. Okay.
All
Point
he
of
sees
view.
is a gun.
He was on
Just
the
got
roof
shot.
of the train.
Right.
He did not see
He
anything.
heard
Oh.
a gunshot and an explosion where Gideon was.
Okay, you get to explain that later.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
So, hey, you guys still don't know each other in terms of actual character work. So you're still very new. This is a perfect normal reaction.
no, for sure, but I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, yeah, and
But
it's
like, you're
it's
down in
amplified because more than half the party is deaf.
yeah, but it's like, but I mean, I'm kind of like pointing down. It's like look down and like, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see
So
the
you guys are having an
sparkly-
argument.
Like we see the sparkly
Yeah.
fragments of skeleton I just blew
We get to the bottom of the train, we're all like,
do we just get into like a
full-
like a just
Why do we have a bunch of mimes on my team?
with your rifle.
But just we're
You're
like
deaf too, aren't you?
yeah,
Yes.
socks back like that.
Talk to each other. What's happening?
They're talking. I can't hear. I said what I was gonna say. Move on.
They can't hear anyways. Why does it matter? Ozzy that comes in also not. Ozzy is. I would think he's immune to being deafened from big artillery cannons because what he does on his weekends.
He's already deaf.
Yeah. He comes in and he starts working on
He
the
should really get a
lights.
lip reading.
And natural 5 tinker check. He starts the electrical fire. He gets over and starts spraying water on the electrical fire.
Got it.
That's one of the novels, right?
So that's happening.
This
in
is
the
what
back.
Nick was
Springs water on electrical fire.
wow.
That's happening. So go to put
Surrounded
Ozzy
by
from the.
idiots.
So put
We're
Ozzy.
geniuses.
Which one's Ozzy? This one's
Yeah.
Ozzy.
Stupid
Yeah.
police part people.
And put him right here.
Oh come on!
Yeah. Because he's working on the lights.
Right? I mean, no, we don't want the lights.
He's just
It makes us
being nosy.
invisible.
We all know he's just being nosy. He's not fixing the lights. He's staring at what's going on.
I mean, can I yell at him? It's like, hey!
Right now, there's an electrical fire as he's hitting with the water right now.
It's a good thing I'm not there because I'd be like, it works
Gideon,
better.
it's
It
your
works better
turn.
if you pee on it.
Gideon, it's your turn. You see a little
Oh.
bit of smoke coming out of the bar area.
Shit. Well, what do I got in front of me?
4 skeletons.
Three skeletons.
Three skeletons.
Three
Cool.
skeletons.
But you've got a grappling hook.
I'm,
4
yes,
ash zombies.
I still have a grappling hook, but I'm looking
you,
and I
thank
see him.
running his ass over, and you see
And Brigitte stuck to the windshield of the train.
I love it. Anyway, so that's going on in the background. It's now a Christmas episode. So you see Captain Rogar just kind of be lifted up like, full-blown sacrifice as his
With
arms are out.
extra arms, right?
Yeah, he's got extra arms, yeah.
I'm like on the back of my shoulders.
Oh, okay, cool. Saving Private Ryan situation.
Yeah.
As literally
like
hordes of
forward stuff,
undead
just-
are coming from behind him and from the sides, like a tidal wave of skeletons trying to come.
How far are they?
The undead? Oh,
How far is he away from me?
okay. Let's answer that question. So, half movement. What is your normal movement?
Okay,
Using half,
let's calculate it
adding
out.
half your movement as a reaction because Captain Rogar is
40,
using his
I-
reactions to.
My normal's 40.
Yeah. So 40.
Don't forget the
80.
long strider.
I have long strider, which adds 10 days to the movement. So
What's your normal movement without long strider?
40.
Oh shit.
So it's 50.
Monks. That's 100. Plus your reaction half movement, which is additional 25.
Okay, 125.
125. Do you have any key points left to do?
I have 1 key point for Step of the Wind.
Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another 50.
So 175 feet.
175 feet halved.
It's math.
Math.
130.
Capture?
That's like
175 half.
175 half. It's
It's
95.
87 point. So 85 feet.
85 feet.
85 feet. This turn, and you were 90 feet away. So it was.
I'm bladed by a big
210.
ass dragonborn, and I'm still moving fast.
Yeah, hold on.
In the Underdark, unable to see. This is great.
210 minus.
At this point,
85.
I don't care. Give me a spotlight so I can see where I'm going.
So you are 45 feet away from the tip of the locomotive.
Okay. Next round, I'm going to jump.
Yes, but that answers the question of
Right.
where he's at. So to you, he's a little farther away, but for the tip of the locomotive.
He's two,
Now, you can
two
definitely-
trains away from me from the
Yeah,
most
you can
that's
detach the grappling hook. I'm going to rewrite the grappling hook a little bit to make it a little bit more useful for like basic stuff like this. And you can go and reattach it at a different part of the locomotive if you want to run towards them.
right.
But-
okay. But that would be if I'm not 40 feet below the freaking locomotive. But
Or being stopped by 3 skeletons.
if he's about 40 feet away from the front of the train.
45.
Each 45. I am 2 trains back, right? 1,
Yes.
2.
So you're about 120 feet.
So I'm 100.
Yes, you're 100 and
So you're
plus
about 150
80,
feet, 150 feet from
125-ish feet away.
give or take. I can be there next round.
He's moving fast, even with a lot of weight on him.
Yes.
What's that dust
And how far are the zombies?
Right.
And with zombie horde behind him, which is probably moving
Good
slow.
Why are your
news
walls
is-
moving? Oh,
You
All
took
right,
out the
fine.
flying ones. The good news, you took out the flying ones, but also make a perception check, not a disadvantage.
Oh boy.
there's one.
I suck at this. You know I already had
I know,
negatives for
but
this.
it could be possible.
10, and it was a 12 that I rolled. So
Okay.
10.
Now you know
You
how
would
Sparks
not
feels.
notice this, unfortunately.
I do not.
No.
So,
Continue. Now, be advised that if you do go up, use your bonus action to they will get attack
All right.
opportunities.
here's what we're going to... They're 120 feet away. Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. Okay, so that means their angle of attack another 40 feet on top of that 120, so call it 150 feet. I got to get them to. Okay, here we go. I know it's math. It's math, but here we go. Smell sniper to the rescue. All right, that would be 180. I can do it. Okay. No,
God damn
it
it.
won't be. It won't be.
Fuck.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking 3 attacks of opportunity as I run toward the front of the train.
You can take
Okay.
a disengage action.
You do
No, I
have
do
your
not.
reaction.
I do not want to use the disengage action.
So you can still, if they hit you, you can still use your reaction because it's your new turn and you got it back. So, but that's another
Because he
first
needs
level
a spell
spell.
slot.
Correct.
So, attack of opportunity,
Yep. 3.
3 of them.
Running toward the.
Here's the
front of
first
train.
2.
I'm closing
okay.
distance to
Oh my
them.
god. Okay, so I'll start with the highest one.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Oh.
That's gonna hit.
Okay.
Keep going.
15 plus 4, 19.
That's gonna hit.
Final one. Does not hit. So you're going to take 2d6 plus 3.
Well, okay. I could use shield on these, right?
You could.
I am gonna use shield. I'm gonna use shield on the.
And
on
which
the
brings your AC to what?
21.
One of them still hits.
Yep. So it collapses and bounces
And
back.
he hits. He 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As you're running away, one of the skeletons full blown jumps and like stabs it into your back, and you have to quite literally like buck him off before he like grapples you and begins just pulling you down, kind of situation.
I assume he's not slowing me down.
No, this is just story ways of like he tried to jump onto your back and just grapple you so he can continue
Okay,
to
so
stab
I'm
you.
using my full movement. That's going to be 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that closes me to 150. They were I'm sorry. It was 140.
125, so that takes you down to 95.
95. Okay. Spell sniper. Okay, I'm using spell sniper as my standard. Standard distance on this spell is 90 feet. So automatically I'm getting
180.
Getting 180 feet on it.
And what is 90-foot range? Are you trying to do lightning bolt?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. So we might need to
Lightning
triple
bolt.
check this, but I
Lightning
understand. No,
Lightning bolt.
the standard spell range is 90 feet,
And what is
but I
this
have
spell?
spell sniper on it.
What is this spell?
Okay. This spell is vortex warp.
Okay. I don't remember this off the top
I've
of my
never
head.
heard of the spell.
It exists.
90 feet, and I can move him 90 feet to another.
Read off the spell,
All right.
please.
You magically twist space around another creature you can see within range, 180 feet, 90 plus times 2.
Is it just me?
Spell sniper is usually an attack rule.
This is not.
Is it just
Oh, really?
one creature?
I thought-
Yes.
Oh, it is. So I'm 95 feet away.
Yes. You can hold your reaction. Oh wait, no, you used your
Can you
reaction.
I use my reaction.
Oh no!
Sorcery point? Do you have a sorcery point for distance spell?
You can warp yourself into
Not
the
for
train.
this. This is spells with a single attack.
I have to do it to another creature. I can't
Yeah,
do it to
very much
myself.
like
Also, is it
Sniper.
one creature or is it multiple creatures?
You were gonna find out, but unfortunately, you're 5
I am
feet short.
also carrying another creature.
So as you begin to cast this, you see the little tattooed dragon go,
Magic word.
Finger wave. Wow.
Fuck. All right, so I've used my. All right.
But you still have
Um,
an attack roll, and you can
I
maybe
still have an
shoot
attack
back
roll.
at those other guys that came
Now,
after you.
strangely enough, because they took attack of opportunity, they're almost lined up perfectly in the line for the 3 behind you, in a 5-foot line.
All right. All right. So I go up and I go to cast and realize.
You realize you're gonna
Whip out the
Tesla?
lightning Tesla rod, spin around and come down to a knee like I'm shooting like a rifle.
it looks like a bazooka. Let's not. Your full hair and beard go electrified.
So it's going to look like I meant to do this all along.
Yeah. So even with
Because
the
I got them all into line by
because
running
of
away.
it does a lightning bolt does the damage of a fireball just in a line. So guess what? They're dead. Even if they
Yes.
succeed on the saving throw, there's just
Really?
Yes. They got 13 HP.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it's
Unless you roll all ones, which, by the way, if you roll all ones, your character dies.
It's 8d6. 8d6.
Yeah, if you roll all ones, you're like, okay.
The God of
So
War is just like you're dead. Okay.
So I'm rolling 8d6 basically.
Roll 8d6. If you get 26 or higher, they're all dead.
I've seen a lot of 5s and 6s.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Failed.
A lot of 5s there. 32.
They're dead.
All of them.
Whoops.
I rolled a lot of 5s on that.
So they quite literally go, like, they start shaking as if they're about to go, like in a full-blown montage dance. It's like, and they just explode off in each direction right before they explode off in here, their fingertips go, as their tiny little bone fingers just start going all in like projectiles in each area. And for the argument that's happening, you guys that are looking through the window go, oh shit, as a couple of bone fragments are like just shot towards you by accident. As you hear ricocheting bone material.
I wouldn't hear anything.
True. You hear this.
That means the two of us are standing there looking at each other while ricochets go around in the background.
Yes. with the electrical fire and Ozzy trying to hit it with a water hose.
Yeah, none of this is my problem.
This is funny.
Well, you'll have to see Vortex work another day.
Yeah. Echo.
No fair
I'm
looking it
just
up.
running.
No transformations?
No, I'm gonna hold off on it.
Okay. So,
I don't know if I'll need it or not.
Yeah, you are the closest to the ash zombies. They're like,
I'm just running.
but again, they're moving at half movement because they don't have the Scoutmaster here. Telling you,
Sorry.
careful.
Sorry,
Yeah,
didn't
don't-
mean to do that.
So do
Mean.
not use direct contact with these things.
Correct. I didn't mean to. Sorry. I was
Yeah,
trying.
no, we're new material. We're learning it. Don't do it.
I was trying to hit the
Yep.
the rug.
We're gonna have to get one of those like long teacher sticks so we can point like on the blackboard. So if you look over here,
class.
oh god, no, we're not getting yardsticks. Fuck.
Metal.
It's like a war table. You just have to move it
We'll turn
around.
it into a war table. So what is your movement innately plus the 10 movement?
Innately, it's 30 plus 10, 40.
So
and
it's
then I'm
40.
gonna
So
dash.
you used action. So you moved 80 feet closer.
Yep.
Keep that in mind. So Perfidious.
All right, so it's basically 40 feet end to end on these.
Yes.
All right, so I'd like to move to the. I'm basically going to move to the front of the train because I can use my regular movement to go 40 because I have 30 plus 10, and I will use my cunning action to dash.
Okay.
That way. I'm good. I'm right there.
That means you still have an action. Yeah. So place your miniature.
Yeah, it's gonna slide me over here.
Right, and I just placed myself underneath the train, running toward the front of the train, which is what I just did. Right.
So you're looking at this mechanized clockwork madness here, right? There's a bunch of dials, pressure gauges. You see active elemental fields that are containing in use elemental crystals that are full blown almost like tiny little elementals are and then as soon as you go in there, and a fiery hand tries to reach out and then gets pulled back into the containment field and stuff like that.
This would be concerning if I could hear.
True, yeah, that is very true.
It doesn't sound nearly. It sounds nice and
This is
quiet.
much less imposing when I can't hear anything.
Like, this is great.
And just like any good gnome, you know where the train whistle is. Straight off the bat.
So I got my big cigar.
Yeah. You got your big cigar.
Everything's fine when you can't hear the warning bells.
Oz, you're on deck. I know what you're going to do, but prepare ready.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can?
Of course, this would be a tinker's check.
What would I like? Can I remember what? Because I watched Ozzy
This
running
is
the train.
technically this is technically a locomotive's engineer's job. You are neither of those things.
I know how to ride a boat. Run a boat.
Is the locomotive? Do we have a locomotive engineer?
Yes, it's Ozzy. The one that just started an electrical
Setting
fire.
things on fire.
Alright, we'll just. Can we call this a survival check?
Sure. At this point, sure. That
Nope.
was priceless. I'm gonna
No.
That, wait, hold on. Let me read my character sheet.
This is beautiful.
This is
Yeah, I
why
don't know why you're running towards the train. He's gonna blow it the fuck up.
Because it's the only way out.
It's better than being on the ground. It is.
That one.
Natural one.
Being marooned
so what
in a
do you
train
attempt to
on
do? I'm going
rails.
to tell you what happens.
It's better than being marooned on the ground in the Underdark.
I was just trying to figure out what he pulled to like I was just trying to figure out what he did, because obviously I can't reach anything. So he pulled something to get a chair down, and I was like, which one of these is the chair?
Oh yeah, it's this big pull lever that has double hand, it's a anti-brake thing. You pull it, and it's right next to the chair.
Right.
That's it.
Hold on.
You found it.
I'll pull it.
You pull it. Everyone feels as the brakes are released, and it starts creeping. It's creeping forward to the destroyed
I
train.
don't know what you're all freaking out about. Of course that was going on.
It's going forward toward the destroyer.
But even Ozzy stops, drops the hose, and everyone else is dead. And you see Ozzy going like this.
I'm a puppet!
It's getting closer.
It's
helping me.
Help it.
It's getting closer. This is great.
Oh no!
Yes!
Am I correct that the suspended track that this train hangs off of ends where the exploded
Yes!
train is, and we are
I began the battle.
toward it?
Why?
I'm helping.
14. Oh god. So
I wasn't anticipating it would come at me!
so
It's either Mission Impossible
okay. So
Pink
here's your
Panther
choice.
or
So
Benny
you're
Hill.
directly in front of the
And no
locomotive.
matter what, it always ends in Benny Hill.
So Bridget, you're directly in front of the locomotive, and you're practically at the front of it. It disengages the brake system, and it's now moving towards you. You have to make a choice, either to jump onto the front of the train, or potentially get crushed.
I'm gonna have to go with what we were singing earlier. I'm gonna be on the fucking windshield of the thing.
Full circle.
All the way down to the game!
So make an acrobatics check again,
This is not your campaign anymore.
The
or athletic, your
windshield.
choice.
I go with acrobatics.
Oh no! He's stuck on the natural one. He's stuck on the windshield of the train.
I mean, it's a good thing we're in stealth mode. We're going slow still.
Oh my god.
Remember, we walk faster than this
There's
train.
no power to it. It's just the straight rail. It's idle.
This is
Well,
amazing.
we were going slow, right? We could have walked faster than the train.
Yes, however.
Oh, I guess it's not in that mode. We actually didn't walk on it.
No, yeah, exactly. No, that was heavily modified. But anyway, oh my god. So 12.
Benny Hill.
That's all it is. It is Mission Impossible, Pink Panther,
18.
or Benny Hill.
trying to
Somehow
A lot of us are running right
Dan,
now. A lot of us are running. It is Mission Impossible, and a lot of us are running.
Honestly, it's a little bit more Naked Gun at this point.
Everything is fine here.
I'm sorry.
loses.
I'm sorry to report, as you detach, screech, hit your head on the top of the train engine, and then full-blown starfish as you go all the way down. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dead? Again?
Oh no!
As you fall 80 feet.
Well, at least I'm in the path of the bunny now.
Are you alive?
I am unconscious.
Save the bunny! Again!
Gideon?
It's just in between. You're running for it's just a bunny.
Get the bunny!
Again, no sound whatsoever.
No one can hear.
No one can hear.
I don't hear the crushing of the little bones. I don't hear any of that.
You just see that.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Remember, kids, failure
Serious
is more
question.
shameful.
Serious question.
More fun than
A
success.
serious question. It actually does arise. What is your maximum hit
So,
point?
and also Oz
24.
and...
You took 25 points of damage. How many hit points did you
I
have?
had 21.
Okay, he's not instant dead.
Okay, you're just dead.
Just,
You're just knocked out.
Unconscious.
Okay.
just on the
So, but
If you
again,
were at 1 hit point, that would
Echo-
be instant death.
Echo Oz, you see this too.
Can you just scoop
Get the bunny!
Stupid
Get the bunny!
So,
You have the grappling hook. You just skip the bunny and go.
Pravenius,
Thank God it was.
from the cockpit, you look up out the window and you see a body just poof. Fingers go back.
Do I recognize the body, or is it just a body?
Oh, you recognize the bunny.
No, God, it's
Wait,
it's probably a zombie.
What's my actual perception? No, that's a 5.
Yeah, that's
It
probably
was a body,
zombie.
probably undead. It's fine.
This seems normal.
yeah, just hit the windshield. It's fine. I'm going the right direction. This is the correct direction.
Why?
Captain Rogar is going to give you another reaction to move again.
Okay, I am sprinting and you have
So it
another
gets to your turn.
And you get to see it too. Wow. Because you're running toward
We
me.
both did.
and right
Yes.
in between us.
So,
Wow.
For the second time today, you see a bunny fall from the sky.
so
They fell
45
from the
feet in
sky.
front of
I
you,
feel
you
something
see a
disappear
now
when they fell
unconscious
again.
bunny in front of you.
Lying motionless.
Okay.
Did we see this from the window?
No, you guys are oblivious of
Okay.
this. You just felt the train lurch forward.
So it's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn now.
Okay, fantastic. Grab the bunny, use the grappling hook, get back up to the train.
You're both can't hear anything.
I'm just staring at you.
So,
I'm not near you.
by the way,
You're
she's
faster.
like 100 feet behind you.
I can only move 80 feet at max.
Okay, I'm going up. I'm dropping the body. He can handle
So,
himself.
Captain Rogar, make an insight check.
Are you going to... Oh God.
Insight check.
God.
Okay, that's a 3.
That's great. So you see Captain Rogar, like, his arms are out doing this, like he wants to grab something.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah. It's just here, grab
And
it.
so Rogar grabs the unconscious bunny.
It's just a
Don't punch it.
Don't punch it.
So make another. Now you are a small
Bunny.
creature in your life. We're not in
a
heavy armor.
dragonborn and a bunny. I'll hop on a train.
Please, I need art.
Wait,
This is
Secret Tower.
If anything would be an image of this group, this would be your logo.
I literally had somebody just ask me how is the game going, and I said, honestly, the bunny fell off the ceiling and hit the front of the train, falling an additional 80 feet, and took 3 points of damage more than their total maximum hit point pool. And they went, oh.
Wait, don't you have a second pair of arms?
I have 2 sets of
No,
arms.
they're all being used for the Dragonborn.
I have 4.
The Dragonborn alone is like
They're all used
300
for-
fucking
what-
pounds,
what-
right?
Fair point.
But you're
The
so
Dragonborn is carrying the bunny,
go ahead
and I'm carrying the
as
Dragonborn.
you're jumping with this much weight, with an additional bunny, just the center of mass alone is wonky. Make a athletics check using your wisdom modifier instead, because strength in replies. This is hilarious. This is everything I wanted, and then some.
Here we go.
Don't feel it.
So fucking.
Here we go.
Oh no! Not that face.
This is only gonna go well.
Put on your smiling face.
Oh no.
What do you got?
And again,
Stop doing stuff that requires rolls!
Okay, so that's not a natural one.
Okay.
But you
The train
do-
is moving. Isn't
Your
it? A lot
train is
closer?
moving, which throws you the fuck off because it just started moving as you were about to jump.
It's like,
So-
shit! Where we go?
Captain Rogar is going to make an athletics check to try to grab the railing as you guys hit the under part of the train.
I'm gonna do my damnedest to not be grabbing onto him to hold myself up there, because I can take the fall damage.
So he is rolling at disadvantage because he's holding onto a bunny. So it went from a natural 20 to a natural 9. But he's proficient in athletics, which is a +8. The DC is 15. So he barely makes it. As he's holding one arm, as you're holding onto it, like I'm gonna say.
No, I'm not holding onto him. I
don't hold
I
him?
just threw him up there effectively.
Okay, so he's gonna make another athletics check to try to grab you with his feet.
His broken
His
leg.
broken
his
feet.
broken
So-
legs.
So disadvantage
He doesn't
11
know
and
that.
a natural 2. You go full down.
That's
And
fine.
you-
It's
and
only
you-
40 feet.
Even though
I'm
you
okay.
can't hear, you just hear. Full loads like bunny in one hand.
Rogar bunny cupped in his
Yeah.
It's only 40 feet. I'm
Why
fine.
did you try to save me? I was safer with the zombies.
Probably.
That's way better than what I imagined with you jumping.
It's only 40 feet.
with
I can
Rogar
go-
holding
I
me
can
up
go
to
I'm gonna
the
say
to the
Captain
bottom
Rogar
of the
is
train.
connected right here with the bunny.
I can survive. I can do 40 feet with my boots. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna go back down and I'm gonna jump back up. I'll be fine.
God damn. Alright, this
I'll
is
be there.
Benny Hill, people! Hey, it's Benny Hill!
Hi, Minnie.
Coming to you.
I'm just trying. I can only move so fast,
I
guys.
was just trying her best.
Bridget.
I'm little.
Bridget, make a constitution make a death saving throw.
Passing you.
80 at max, unless I wild
I
shape.
fail.
So did you get a how by what?
I got a 7.
Okay, so that's one failed death saving throw.
Fucking damn it.
My wild shape.
You know, if this is how your character dies, you're gonna have to explain it to Bahamut.
Exactly, like, I don't even know what happens.
Is wild shape or not?
I'm coming
No,
up.
Bahamut will be there with a tape recorder and like
With a projection, I'm like, okay, so here's where you fucked up.
no. This was by all acts beyond the active will of God.
Hi, I'm Bridget. I'm still wondering
Like,
how I
what
got
this
here.
really is, though, with like, you know, Bridget freeze frame, like starfishing down. It's like, well, I guess you wonder how I got here.
Yes.
Right from scratch. I suppose you're all wondering.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly.
But to be continued.
Yeah, that's me. I suppose you're all wondering how I got here.
I'm singing like freeze frame, white banner on black.
So for fingers,
silhouette, her
roll a
falling.
luck check, please.
Train falling from the train.
All right, here we go. Another luck check.
God.
Is that just a raw 20? It's 10.
10. All right, roll a d4.
What is that?
Thank you, first of all.
It's a 3.
A 3.
Those are weird dice.
3 skeletons start crawling out of crevices.
No! Stop it!
One of them is going to go after the meat that fell from the sky.
And I
I can land it. That's fine.
Natural 3, you land on the skeleton.
Thanks.
All 4 arms or just 2?
By the way, take 2 points of bludgeoning damage for hitting the underside of the fucking train.
Okay, that's fair. Oh no, my temporary hit points.
Well, but point is, you beefed it and you just went boom.
It's okay.
Gideon, 2 of them are going to attack you.
Target was
So I'm shield's
package
still up
secured.
on this one because I had my
It
shield up for the
is.
second
And
time.
pong, 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 pong.
The bells toll. Who do they toll for?
I thought we had
Morgan,
Skeletons.
the train's moving.
The wrong way.
The wrong. Your intelligence is high up the wrong way. You're moving towards the collapsed part of the rail system. And you see Ozzy running with his arms up to the front.
He's about all the way. That's a long way if I look at him.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
This is like, let's see.
And he doesn't have plus 10 movement.
This is like 30. So will we go from here to here?
You're there.
So let me. Okay.
There's a whole other car in the
He
way.
technically goes before you. Move Ozzy 50 feet because that's him taking a dash action closer. So is that 50 feet? So he gets there. That's his turn.
Oh my
So
gosh.
these two trains are connected, and then those two trains are behind here.
And that one's all the way at the
Remember,
back.
there's a 5-foot gap between each train. So.
Right. Yeah.
And see, and they're over there, so I can't help them either.
He's fine. He's more fun than the rest
When,
of us.
when
Well, no, I know,
Ozzy gets to there, it opens up. Actually, he doesn't even open up the door. Actually, no, the door is still open because you didn't close it. He gets to that area and kind of stops and looks over to his right. And
He's
goes,
Dragonborn and Bunny.
yeah. No. Yeah.
There's nobody. Gosh, there's nobody even.
Who are you?
Oh, did he have to dash to get there?
Yes. He doesn't. He's not a rogue.
He's at 25 feet.
There's nobody in range
Yes.
for me.
He's
There's,
a human gnome.
There's probably skeletons you can shoot.
Wait,
Someone's
no.
shooting
Gnomes
it.
have 30
No.
feet.
30, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. Move him another 10 feet. He's
They're
right at the
underneath, I can't
Dragonborn
even
area,
see it.
going, "What the fuck?"
He's literally between cars.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
And actually, he's going to use a bonus. Ozzy is going to use a bonus action and shoot you with a dart.
What?
Syringe of
It's a cantrip.
cure.
You take 6 points of healing word.
Oh yay!
As a little bit of adrenaline goes into your system, and you just wake up screaming.
What happened?
You're currently just full blown child carried in a one-arm broken leg.
I've got you.
Born over the ridge.
Oh my
It's
God.
okay. It's okay. You can't hear.
Get up, soldier! We're leaving!
There's
Did Ozzy at least say Wabbit season?
You don't know. You can't hear. You know he said something witty.
This really looks like is that you're about to be eaten by a dragon now. You wake up going.
The last thing you knew was pain and spinning.
There's nothing. There's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you can always run and try and heal people.
There's nobody here.
Well, there's the people.
There's
I'm underneath
an,
cars.
there's an electrical fire right
She's
now.
the running.
Put this fire in the end part of the bar, by the way.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you can help that.
Yeah, let's do
That's a
that.
problem.
Plants in this
You
plant
right
on
there.
fire.
Right there.
Why is there a plant?
I'm gonna try to.
It's a bar.
there's potted plants in the bar.
It's a premium bar. You rolled a natural 20. It had top shelf shit in there.
So I'm gonna kind of jump and see if there's any towels or anything.
Oh yeah, display of towels. They're
I'm
actually
just gonna
embroidered
grab
and
them
everything.
and just start trying to smother the fire. Well, 'cause that's all you can do.
Make a survival check. Yeah.
With an electrical fire, there's not much you can. You definitely don't want to put water on it.
I know. That's the funny part with Ozzy.
You're +6.
So 21.
21. Okay, you actually you take a full pack and just literally take 6 rags and just poof and immediately smokes and stuff like that. Ozzy's assistance, because he rolled a Tinker's Tools, he rolled a natural 2. Actually, no, it was a natural 2 and a natural 1. So I was like, even though he had advantage, I'm like, he starts a fire.
So this is on. Okay. We're done
So
with
you
fire.
take out the fire. That goes. The lights are still not back on.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's still dark in here.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's still very dark in here.
That's good. For
Yeah,
me.
but use your action. You take out the fire. That's not going to be a problem anymore, which is very good. Hios.
I want you to know that for all of this, I have been sitting here going, what the hell am I going to do? What can I add to this situation? And I didn't see so you asked me now, I still haven't come up with anything? So what I'm
Just
going to
hold
do
your action.
is I'm going to step out into the gap between the trains and
Okay.
start taking pot shots at the pursuing skeletons and zombies.
Understood. Are you going off the ones that are actually underneath Oz, or on the one that is currently harassing?
Harassing it.
Okay, so make a shot.
I assume I'm still at disadvantage.
Is he at disadvantage or just regular at this point? Because he's got high ground.
Yeah, straight up. Unless you don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark.
Then it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the disadvantage roll because that sucked. Grand total is 12.
Hits.
Really?
They're skeletons.
It was not a good roll for me. Okay.
He was just looking at the chaos.
Right? Just
I was going to
distracted.
shoot some shit.
I'm sorry.
Just completely
No,
baffled.
it's a 13. You missed by
Yeah.
one. I'm sorry.
Oh, groovy. All right.
The 12 was the flying skulls. Anyway.
That's my turn.
Yes. Hey, you know, your game's supporting fire right
When
now.
is Jeff's turn?
Gideon, is your turn. Oh, Jeff is currently just kind of going.
If I is he? No, he's not deaf.
Oh, he's talking, but you can't hear him.
Right.
He's there. Do you want to
but
give him an order?
Yeah, if I go tell whoever started the train to stop the train.
He goes. and just flies down the corridor like a Superman.
I mean, I don't know if he has the strength to pick Ozzy up, but if he does, you should just
You told him to go stop
Yeah.
the train.
or tell him to whoever's moving the
So
train
he
to
has
stop
a
the train.
flight of what do imps have in flight? I believe 60. So he flies 120 feet.
Ah, that's the front of the train.
That's funny.
Is it?
Yeah, and I told him, he
No, it's
can't
not quite
fucking
the front
hear.
of the train.
Yeah.
70
No,
70
well,
per.
we'd like to tell him to stop the train, but
Yeah,
if he
he got
can't,
the message.
Yeah, but
So
Perfinius
we
can't hear.
just
It's
about
60 to
Ozzy?
here.
Well, there's a little gap there too.
It's 60 to
In
here.
order to get there, he has to use a dash action, which isn't his
fine, yeah.
entire turn. So it might be 40, it might be 60. Point is, he's using a dash action to get to there, and then he'll be able to do stuff.
Yeah.
So Gideon, it is your turn.
How far away is this fool that just landed in front of me?
I'm going to say 20 feet.
Oh, perfect.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, he landed
One
on the
car- one
zombie
car
that was
over.
going to gank you.
Yeah, how far away is she?
Literally just a car over.
You only moved
I can only
80,
move 80 at most.
80, so that was on top. So you were. Hold on, let's calculate this.
I wasn't all the way on the board previously. I just reached it, and now we're running back.
You just got, it's like a sprint.
You're
Yeah.
Exercise.
90 feet
You
away
got there. You're
from the.
dead.
I'm 90 feet.
Actually, you're at the because the locomotive has moved 20 feet closer towards the
Oh, great.
imminent doom. You're at the tip of the locomotive.
Oh! Okay!
That's bittersweet.
Yeah.
You should, yeah. Go
You're,
up.
you're
It's not my turn.
So I'm gonna say
but
you
are
are.
you down too? You're on the ground as well?
I'm
Yeah.
on the ground, yes.
For sake of sanity, he's 10. He's like 20 feet away. From Oz to Echo is another 20 feet away.
So I'm 20 feet from them,
Oz.
30 from
40 from him.
40, okay.
Yeah, in terms of line and stuff like that.
Good to know.
Yeah,
All right, and I can.
Sandy. I know it might be
I
different.
assume I
but-
can see walls of zombies. And,
Oh yeah, like a fucking cockroach tidal wave. There's a couple of them doing pot shots, and you can see like ricocheting arrows, ricocheting gunshots, and there
Right.
and you can see zombies coming over as well. And not all of them are humanoid sized. There's some of them that are rather big.
Hey, guy, I'm sure. First off, I don't know if you can. First off, I assume they can hear me, but they can't.
Yeah, I know. So, don't say, just emote.
Okay.
And that's your turn.
No. Half of it was looking at a mysterious DM who was making the noise. So I looked down at him. Realized that he probably can get back up with another
Something
jump.
landed just fine.
With another jump, I look off in the distance. I see
Echo with a
Echo.
horde of undead following
She's
her.
a fluff ball. She's so anxious. She's
This
more
time you
fluff
see me
than-
look at my arms and go like this, and,
Oh, no.
and it goes, and you see this black swirl of energy come off my hands and evaporate in front of me, and then you see the swirl of this ink.
Face of horror.
You see the swirl of ink and what looks like swirl of snakes wrapping around you, completely around you.
God!
Yeah.
Terror.
This would be great for a bird.
And they're closing in around you, and this is what I'm doing.
She can't see in the dark, can she?
Nope.
Oh, she's only 40 feet away.
Yeah, but it's still.
All right, so
Well, is it still lit up by the
All I see
Kind of.
is
So
a
you-
shadowy figure
Yes.
motioning at me and snakes enveloping my body. She's having a panic attack at this
Oh
point.
yeah, absolutely. So what are you doing? What are you
Okay.
doing? And read the spell, please.
do you want to resist?
You're no longer turning.
She,
You're turning a bear now.
No. Roll it
Make a
inside.
persuasion at disadvantage, David. Gideon.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I am.
Do I
You're
roll?
good at persuasion. It's just this situation you're at.
You should be good at this.
she's so stressed.
Oh,
she's like on the
absolutely.
verge of having a panic attack
7.
right now.
7.
Do I roll insight to see if I
Not at that
David,
low.
roll insight. The DC is higher because he rolled shitty on his persuasion.
Oh my god.
Insight.
Combat was
14.
14? Okay, the DC was 15. Because as he's casting this with the black snake energy ink stuff, again, you don't know it's ink stuff because everything is dark already.
Yeah.
So you just see black coiling snakes around your body, and Gideon's eyes glow with a copper fiery red as his smile almost leaks with flames from his mouth.
She's terrified, but she's not going to resist. She's like, I swear to God, if you do something, because Oz is also right there. She's like, I'm.
So I'm gonna say you're like in mid-transformation of like, I'm gonna fuck you up kind of energy.
It's just like,
just like the paralyzed, like
And-
I don't know what to do.
And at this moment, I raise my hand up and point, and all the ink snakes close tight around you, and poof, you disappear.
Jesus.
You disappear, and suddenly you are in the train.
Just read the spell's description, please.
oh God.
Just to make sure we know what's going on.
Okay. Vortex warp. You magically twist space around another creature that you can see within range. The target must see it on its Constitution saving throw, or the target can choose to fail. Or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within range. So basically,
So that you can see. You can see in between the, because it's like graded railing
right.
for the stepping areas. You
So
can
that's
see that.
where she's going.
Okay.
Shows a mix between a surface or a liquid that can support the target having.
And
without having
what's the
space.
teleporting distance?
90 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
nice.
Yeah, this is good. So move her character to where
I
you...
can't do it to me, but I can do it to other people.
Why not?
Boom.
Boom.
Can't
Yeah, you're on a
Ball of
train.
stress
Can't you target
appears
yourself?
before you.
He says I have target another creature. Doesn't say target yourself. It says target another
Still
creature.
very good.
And Morgan's definitely
So where are
Actually,
you?
no, it says
so
other.
you're over
I'd
there.
say target a creature.
Yeah, you're nowhere near the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn is still like, I skipped arm day. This sucks.
Yeah.
I just landed. I'm going back up.
Yeah.
Around another creature, I can't do it to me.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you got one out.
Morgan's definitely like.
You do have movement though.
So that was my. That was the second
You
level
have a,
spell.
you do have a grappling
I
hook.
do
I know, but
Steering
I'm not
around
telling you.
this
I'm just like.
Sorry, we're a little excited here. So yes, I do have a grappling hook, and now I need to know. Well, the train is moving toward me. I'm gonna try.
Towards the
Oh,
imminent doom.
Now the question is can I leave it and let it hang?
Okay, absolutely.
There it goes.
All right, I'm gonna try to hook it, but not go up.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. You still have your movement. Are you just staying next to the
No,
skeleton?
you know what? I'm gonna go up
Okay,
because if I can go up, which is basically where I just put.
so you
Echo,
go up. You take 2 attack of
Well,
opportunities.
am I able to hook? Do I have to roll to hook?
No,
Oh, okay.
not for this distance.
Okay.
So, in fact, both miss on the attack of opportunity. You do not get hit. You get up, and you're onto the train.
Got it. And I'm now staying on the
You're
area
done
to see to
with-
keep seeing him.
Okay, you're done.
First down, last out.
Echo, it is your turn. Do you want to do anything? You just honestly make a Constitution saving throw, because your heart is pounding.
It's a natural 12 plus con.
14.
Okay, you can kind of rock it.
She's
It's not the freakiest thing you've ever been through. It's
It's
definitely not
one
fun.
of the top 10. It's like not gonna lie.
she's gonna
solid
look
nine.
around. She's gonna lock eyes with Morgan, point, and then she's gonna like reach into like her like she has like neck fluff and stuff. Pull out her little stout.
Oh my
Because it was.
Yes, it was
It
still
fell
on her.
asleep on
Shit.
her. That was on Echo the entire
On the body, he's
time.
like full breakdown.
Stoke.
It's just Echo's just gonna pet the Stout's head. Her hands are
Yeah,
visibly
she looks like a fucking pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
Both her and Echo just bluffed the fuck
None
up.
of the
She's,
animals
like,
are
holding
okay
her
right
down.
I get full.
I know, but I mean, I can still see her like.
Echo's just
She immediately like comes in like eyes and like the color.
Perfinius, the train's moving. Congratulations.
no.
And Ozzy's coming over to give you a high five. As you see Ozzy, sorry, stop, look over, shoot something, and then start running towards you again.
Wow, this is wildly. And Jeff, right? What is
Like
Jeff?
Jeff is like, even though he has wings, he's bull running in the air.
It's probably not just like, you know.
But he's probably like,
That was clearly not the lever for the chair.
Like, everyone's celebrating me going forward. Let's go. We did it.
no. Everybody's like, stop.
Try to make an insight check.
Make an insight check.
Not 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, you.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah, wrong way. Wrong way. And
That's me.
Whoops.
yeah, you don't know what happened to like Bridget or anything else. But point is, like,
Going the wrong way.
Please, stop it.
Whatever you did, undo it.
oh, you see, Morgan found her stoat.
How long
We're
is
in different
deafness?
places.
How
I know
long,
you're way down there.
how long does deafness last?
1 minute.
Oh, forever.
Yeah.
Right next to you.
Alright, so I'll pull the lever again. As long as I know which lever it was.
Eventually.
Just stop it. Just be specific.
Why did you have to say anything? You could have left that whole
I could
thing
have.
out.
I could have.
Make another D20 plus
can
your
you-
raw
Damn it.
intelligence.
But like, also be specific that you want to pull the lever to stop the train.
That's an even better idea. I'm gonna pull a different lever.
No.
What'd you roll?
What am I rolling? An int check?
It's straight intelligence.
7.
7? Yeah, you know which one it is.
Alright, let's go.
And Rusty, you hear.
No.
Oh God!
For those that do have your ear, you hear. As the train horn goes off.
Oh my god.
The poor Maris is like, I just feel Maris like she's the story. She's like, what the fuck?
So now we're accelerating. Accelerating.
Yeah, you're starting to
Toward
speed up. Yeah.
We're-
So Captain
Stop helping!
Captain Rongor is gonna land himself on like a freaking breaching whale. He has advantage. Yeah, he's fine. So he gets over the rail with you, kind of just sits there. Whether it's appropriate or not, pats you on the head, on his chest.
I'll take it. That's fine. I could use it.
Yeah.
As we plummet to our death.
Oz, it is your turn. Oz, you're the only one on the floor.
Yeah, I'm seeing it go overhead. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's now moving 30 feet per. It's now moving 30 feet and another 30 feet. So
What
it's gonna
the
go-
fuck?
So you jump. You don't have anything. You can jump by yourself, no problem. You get on.
And that's probably right when they run out.
Actually, yeah, kind of. But make another athletics check. Because you
Yes!
are.
Nat 20!
Natural 20.
Finally!
Do you want to do a nice little aerobatic thing? Where do you want to land? Is where I'm asking.
I would like to, preferably, in the front, where I wanted to begin with.
Yeah, so you land full. You do the like kick where both legs are going to side by side in between locomotives to stop you before you jump into the in between sections. And you see
Drop down.
Phineas driving the train.
We're going the wrong way.
I can't hear you.
Doesn't even notice you hopped on, to be honest.
Sorry. We're going the wrong way!
Do you have some dope monk shit the handle?
I've been doing dope bug shit this entire
You
time.
want to make an
Does
intelligence check?
anybody have sign language? I
Sure.
actually have sign language as one of my languages.
Nat 20!
Really?
Yes!
So Oz, you know how to stop this train.
I have movement. I do it.
You pull the lever, pull a second lever, and you pull the emergency brake, and everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Wait, I'd like to point out that I am outside the train.
Oh god.
Mercifully, that was a natural 20.
That's 16.
For a total of
You're good,
31 in that
Otherwise,
thing.
you were. Otherwise,
I was going around.
yes, you were going to have to check.
This would be fantastic.
You were going to have to check the Discord channel to see what video's there. I'm telling you.
30,
sorry.
20, you're fine.
30, 20.
You're fine.
8.
Hey, you go over the railing.
What? Over?
I meant.
She's
inside.
she's more in the train.
Where is she?
Inside.
Yeah, especially if you're going that way, so she's stopping that way.
Okay.
I just
So
fall
she just
in.
crashes
I just turned Sonic. Just roll.
You know what? We're gonna leave that to a D6. So roll a D6. If you roll a 6, you go over.
Oh, it's a 4. Okay.
You're good. You're
13.
You're fine.
Okay.
All right, everyone's on the train. Congratulations!
Yeah, it's
so much harder than the
No, we stopped it.
I know.
Thank goodness.
A minute goes
Yay!
by. Your hearing generally comes back as it starts going thump thump. Thump, 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 thump. As you
Oz?
start hearing, and I'm imagining everyone screaming at the top of their lungs.
Oz is MVP.
My back is hurting from the amount of carrying I'm doing.
Oz is just.
He's over there.
yeah.
You're way.
Why
behind
does
him.
no one?
She doesn't know where Oz is. She's just screaming for Oz.
Why do you people have
I
such
can't-
bad survival instincts?
Oz.
So it's up to you guys now. The undead are.
Where's my bird?
Are we going?
The train has stopped. Your healing comes back. The undead that are gathering, they can't fly.
Okay. Oz.
So they're gathering at the pool at the bottom, but you're on the ceiling, so you don't have to worry.
So
Shit.
is Ozzy gonna send us back the
We
other
do
way?
have
Oh
one
yeah,
more shell.
Ozzy.
We can
Well,
take
Ozzy's
that one.
currently just laughing as you hear Ozzy just going. I thought it was really nice. Like 4 times. This is awesome.
I'm running to find my bird.
I'm gonna run past Fest him as he's running to find his bird.
Bird.
I've got like 1 healing slot left, so I can
I'm
help
going to
somebody
walk
else.
the length of that one to where what's his name is our
Captain Roldar?
captain is broken and exhausted, and
Yeah.
I'm going to flip him over and handcuff his ass.
Oh. So in the midst of like everyone's gathering, he's been like pulling himself and like trying to get into the chair. And he's
like,
just about
set
to
him
get
up
into,
on the chair. Hey, how's it going? And like no, silently, just put him up on the chair and
yeah,
put him right to the
yeah.
chair.
He's like full blown. Yeah, sounds about right. Do you have your hearing?
Yes.
Okay, so I won't scream and stuff like that. I'm in a lot of pain. Do you have anything?
Let me see what I can do.
No.
I have the healing spell that I was gonna actually do on him.
Sorry, what?
I have a healing spell too, or selling healing spell slot that I was gonna come over.
How good is your healing capabilities for bones?
By the way, she can't hear.
I'm gonna say at this point,
okay.
dun, 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 bones. Did you hear me?
Yeah. What is the? Hold on, I'm checking something.
Lesser restoration.
Take your time.
I don't have lesser restoration. I don't.
Greater restoration.
I have cure wounds, but at least it's something.
We have a potion of greater healing.
That'll work.
That would do it.
Yeah, but she probably needs it. Now.
Oh.
You know what? How about this? Because
sleep
these
it
are
off.
expensive. Do you want to try your spell first and then try this? Because this is like almost 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, let's do that.
No. He puts it on the table.
Okay. So you want me to do I roll a?
I don't think I have anything.
So
broken.
roll your
much.
basically d20 plus your spell attack.
I only got hit by a train.
In the ground, technically.
Oh shit! Are you okay? By the way, you got like a massive lump there. Ooh.
I'll sleep it off.
No, that's not. Don't
So-
sleep.
Right.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, it's 12. But let's see. What is the?
Your
It's 9
spell
plus
attack
6.
Made up for all the nat ones. They
Yeah.
got.
15.
is
Oh wait, 6. That's a 6. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 12.
12 total.
No, that's 12. That was the attack or the D20 roll.
D20 plus your spell attack.
Yeah, it's 12.
12.
12. DC was 15. Roll the health. He takes a little bit of the healing.
Okay.
You can see that it's slowly knit. You
Is
can
it
hear.
6? Is it 56 on that one?
Yeah.
1.
And he's like, he feels his joints and goes, no, it's still there.
Yeah, sorry.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go a little faster before I drink this potion. I need something to bite down, and I need someone strong enough to pull my leg. Ah, you! Well, first of all, what's your name? I sound nonchalant, but I'm in one of those situations where I've been in pain for so long, it's just a state of being right now.
I just give him the joint from
Oh, yeah.
joint.
Yeah, exactly. I just passed it over. Here you go.
It's Ozzy's.
Think about this, man.
Oh shit, Ozzy! Ozzy! He's like, you hear in the distance, I am not leaving the locomotive, assholes! Where? Cheers. Straight down to the bottom.
Wow. Okay.
And he holds in the smoke.
Fair enough.
He's a dragon. It's fine. It doesn't do anything if you hold it.
And he releases the smoke just slow enough so that it goes back into his nostrils. Right. Alright. I need you to pull my leg and put it back into place. The bone is snapped. I will scream like a bitch.
Understand.
Anyone got something to chew on?
You are strong.
Fuck.
That's when you do it.
So make a medicine check.
Oh, jeez.
It's a wisdom.
Actually, it is a wisdom thing, so yeah. I want to do that.
Can I get a...
Roll with advantage because he is helping.
Ow.
7.
Roll with advantage because Rogar is helping you, and he is proficient in medicine.
That's good. That's a 19.
19? DC was a 13. So you notice that his bones was completely shattered, and it was almost about to protrude out of his skin. That's how bad it was. Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's not fun.
No, it is not. And the amount of pain that he would have been feeling is truly a testament of his capability to hold it in. He must have been like fighting the urge to scream for hours upon hours. And he was actively losing blood over time. And then after you do that, he quickly downs this, and the bone is now set in place. It heals up. That handles one of his legs. Actually, before he does that, he goes, "Ha! Hoo! Hoo! Okay, other one, quickly! No!" Okay. What'd you do?
Hold the other leg.
This one's a little easier.
Okay, so I'm using. You want me to do a medicine check or?
Yeah, another medicine check.
But then we need to set the wound or set it.
He's getting ready to
Okay, so
chuck
that was a
this.
12.
Oh, I see.
Plus.
So basically, put the bone into place, get ready for the healing so it doesn't heal
before,
really.
right?
kind of
It's
thing, and he's
wisdom,
gonna chuck it.
basically.
16.
16? Perfect. He chugs it, and he's like, slurp! And it's amazing that he almost chucked the whole glass container into his mouth, that he was ready for that kind of situation. This is used up. His legs, you can hear the pop, 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 and almost like the crystallization of bone in his legs. As you can see his eyes dilate, and he just sits there just...
Oh my god!
As he's just zoned out
That's
of
fair.
like, that was a pain of a 9 out of 10 kind of level of facial expression. Is just currently slouching in his chair.
That's the pain's finally gone.
Yeah, well, the pain index still was there, so he's kind of letting that pass, kind of thing. As he said, he's
Kind of like when you bend your toe and it's cold.
It's like, strangely enough, yes, weirdly. Huh.
You're just waiting for it.
Well, I see a couple of you are wearing badges of the Mistral Archive. Thank you for saving my life. You've placed me under arrest, however, so before I continue to speak, I guess you will tell me what are my charges. Assuming that I am under arrest.
I mean, those was the just kind of. I didn't know. I didn't do it. I don't.
Covered my bases. We have no idea who this person is.
He was the only survivor I saw down there, so.
So we don't know who this person is.
We do.
We do know who the person is.
I like you. I like you.
You matched the photo.
He matches the description, has the insignia. He's also.
I don't have my badge though.
But he does match the picture that we saw.
Sorry, time out. We were trying to retrieve this guy, right?
We're trying to rescue him.
We're trying to rescue him?
Yeah.
See, that was different. That was not the word I heard.
So,
rescue.
Rescue,
to
number
clarify,
2. Rescue and retrieve.
a SOS signal went out before, like within a matter of hours before the missile archive was raided. And
Okay.
The question is,
Right.
This is
Yes.
the-
Yes.
Yeah, all
Yes.
that
Yes.
information.
Caught up.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while. I
So-
fucked up.
No worries.
Probably didn't need to arrest him. Yes.
well, you don't know if he was a
We don't know if he's
child.
infected. I am.
You don't know that. You got bit a few times.
All's okay.
Yeah. I should-
By the way, he got bit a few times. I got bit a few times.
What do we do for that?
We need any clerics.
All's okay.
Not currently.
Fine.
No clerics over here.
Excuse me, would anyone be able to help me with this?
Can we start moving?
I turn around and I point back like this, and there's a big old rusting dagger sticking out of my back and my shoulder and my shoulder blade.
Are we able to get moving?
Yeah,
Ozzy says, "Yeah, we can get moving whenever you want."
And there's several bone splinters.
Backwards, let me start moving it in.
Echo will
I
come
want
over and
to
try to
go-
help
There are
you.
bruises forming all over my body. What do you want?
Your eyes are like one eye is dilated, the other's not.
It's like I'm turning purple.
I'll just pass off the cigar.
You look like you need this more than I do.
Oz.
By the way, in your size, it's a full blown like this big of a cigar.
It's just like big as the rabbit.
I suppose I should ask. Since this is like a fully stocked like train, is there a medical section of the train?
Yes, it is called.
Make an investigation.
It is called 80 proof. Here.
I mean, yes, there is that.
Ouch.
I'm not very good at investigating.
That is a fair question. With a natural 20 luck check, everyone make an investigation if you want to look for like a first aid kit.
Oh,
But-
she's
or-
Echo's all over the place looking
yeah.
for it.
17.
Nat 20.
18.
Nat 20? I heard Nat 20.
So, a
Okay,
nat
fine.
so nat 20 with the bar luck check that you rolled, and then a nat 20 investigation.
This is your train.
Morgan, you open up a cabinet, and we've already said that this like cabinet has this bar has like extra dimensional space inside. So you literally you press a lever, the bar goes down into the floor, and a full like medical bay opens up as there's like a
Put them on the table.
Okay. All right. What did?
Give me the lights.
as you see lights, and they fucking like raised bed, almost like where you would do procedures and stuff like that. It's like, and you see like
Gloves.
you see
Spot.
purification, holy magic. You see fucking you see a line of potions that are labeled and stuff like that. And actually, I'll put out all the potions.
What?
So as soon as she said you discovered that I had reached out and pulled the ibuprofen out of my bag, and I was like, well, he was like, you find this? I'm like, give me medication.
So you find a line of potions. You have fun with
Hang on.
that.
She just looked through them. She's the one that found them.
Let's see. What do we got?
You also find a unique
Ooh.
armor set.
Who uses armor here?
Everybody.
Everybody but you.
Oh, sorry. No.
Literally.
Return that one.
Return
Return that
that.
one.
Return that. Don't read it.
Yeah, that is Rogar's armor. Sorry.
We didn't strip him.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. This is the armor.
That's okay.
What is armor of fungal spores?
It looks like studded leather armor that just had too many spores land on it, and it just completely ruined it. But then when you get close, you realize that it was magical armor that had another enchantment on it, and weird supernatural fungal from the Underdark
Ooh.
grew on it and overtook the enchantment.
I like that.
Yeah. And it's clearly put there as like this is a study thing for like health benefits and stuff like that. But yeah, you find a bunch of potions and stuff like that, and you do find a I didn't put it in there, but there is a potion of Lesser Restorations, which
Okay.
do remove
Okay.
diseases.
Okay, how many of them are there?
Roll a d4.
I think you can only wear medium.
Oh, here we go.
Is that? It's one.
There is
Force
one
damage.
Gives you
bottle.
AoE as well.
Okay, can we?
Well,
wonder if
they
you can
don't
do
have
better.
so they get to just.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can pour 2 glasses.
I mean, theoretically you can. There are
radius.
big syringes. Remember,
That's
Wild West
better.
kind of medieval kind of situation. They did have syringes, but they were like
It's good to get
you take several points of piercing damage when you inject a kind of situation.
Yes, but the potion
Okay, I'm
is
gonna-
intended to be used for.
I feel
For
like
one
that'd be pretty
person
good
kind of
for the little
situation, but there
Level
are medical practices because potions you drink the whole vial kind of situation versus medically inhibited kind of situation.
Can I?
So if you have high enough, if you're one, you have to be proficient in medicine to do this. And if you are proficient, if you roll a DC 15, you can take
Not
the
proficient.
potion
I'm not
and split it
proficient.
up to a number of people of 1d4.
I'm not proficient, but I can. I mean,
Well,
I can try.
Captain Rogar is.
Oh,
So you're
He's a
looking
captain.
you're looking at this potion that's in like a very like honeycomb based container,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, oh yeah, that'll do the trick, especially with zombies. I'd rather not turn into one of those.
yeah. Can we split it between
Biters.
two?
In theory, yes. I'm not a practiced physician. No, that ain't right. I'm not a practiced doctor, but I do know a thing or two. I can definitely try, but handcuffs make it a little difficult.
Could you end?
Now, before we... Oh. Please. Not very dexterous, I am. Let's see what I can do. How many people got bit? I got bit.
And
Yeah, but
First of all, let's try to identify if we are infected.
I didn't get bit, I don't think, but I.
You got hit with a bunch of bone shrapnel.
Yes, and
those were skellies, not zombies. So yeah.
Yes, but at the same time, necromantic bones in your body. Not. Let's check it. Yeah,
Check.
safe and sorry. How were you, by the way? I saw you were pretty freaked out.
Oh, it's okay.
You don't look like you got touched.
Inspecting the bird.
She didn't get touched. Holy shit!
yeah. Ow!
I want this. I'll take
Alright.
this if no one else is interested in it.
First of all,
Yeah,
let's.
Quotist.
So-
I'm gonna give that to you.
I see
I can't use
clear
it, but I can
bites
read it.
across your body. I'll do the
Might
bones
be a
in the
druid
moment. Yep.
thing.
So he's gonna roll.
Don't you
So
ever
he looks
warn
you
anyone?
over.
no, that's when you tense up.
He goes over, opens up, looks like a pocket manual, and like, nothing with the eyes yet. Do you feel any itchiness? Yeah, you feel itchiness.
I'm being given things.
The bite area is pretty inflamed, which is not good. Oh, my
I
neck.
have that one.
Probably check around your name. Is there anything written infected there?
Hush you. He's gonna go over you.
A little hungry.
Natural 19.
Pass this to the rabbit.
He first of all removes the with that 19. He removes the bone fragments and
missed
removes the
some.
arrow.
Yeah, actually,
Alright,
I should probably have
bite down. 1, 2, 3. Dunk.
You're gonna be normal size.
And with a natural 19, it was just a little like you. It's a little hurtful, but not as much as you might think in terms of like binding with the flesh, because it's definitely a fleshy arrow. It would have taken out some. So he put something in between to make it so that it's easier to come out. Okay, so you are infected. I can't identify yours, but you are infected. So, and he's gonna do a quick mirror check on himself. I think I'm okay. I've been in a couple tussles, and you know, when I get sick, I don't call in sick at work kind of person. So, should be okay. I'm gonna prioritize yours. All right,
All right.
Alright.
but still keep an eye on
What
me
is-
just in
what
case
is-
I get a little too.
So infected could mean that we
Zombie.
turn.
Turn into generally zombies when you're infected. Yes.
How long do we have?
I don't know that. It could be a number of days or a number of weeks. The study of undead by itself is a little here and there, spotty kind of situation.
Would I be able to tell more?
You favorite enemy undead?
It's up to whoever.
Gonna
found
roll
it
a
first.
survive.
So I think Morgan found
Can I
it,
help?
so it's up to Morgan.
Yes, you can too.
I am proficient in survival.
You have advantage, you do not. Because rangers they get advantage from there.
Are we doing a saving throw or just a check?
This is a survival check.
I am proficient in survival, so I will assist.
Me too.
Can you
Dirty 20?
19.
Or do you have to
Don't see
do it?
why not. Well, depends on
You
what
have to do it and then wild shape.
25.
25. All right. So I'm just
I
going to read
didn't
off
find it,
infection
so
with a DC
I don't-
25.
I
I'm
have
just going to read
access
it
to a
off.
bonus action, so.
So infection. Whenever a zombie hits a living creature, that creature must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Both of you failed. Or become infected with the zombie disease. While infected, the living creature loses 1 HP to their maximum HP after every long rest. If this damage reduces their HP maximum to 0, then the creature dies and becomes a zombie. If the creature also happens to die while infected and still has a body remaining, then the creature also turns into a zombie.
Okay, so if we are able to split that in half, we'll at least keep them stable until we can get back to town, right?
But it's kind of a wasting disease. It's not an urge as much as it sounds. As much as
It's
horrible.
scary, but it's over a number of days or
Right,
weeks
but I mean,
kind of
at least,
situation.
but that's what that poison's for.
You notice
now.
Rogar is like doing a cocktail, like splits and puts it in a massive, like 5-inch needle. Bend over. No, bend over.
Echo holds out her hand. I'll hold him.
Do you know where to stab this?
I'm assuming it's going into my thigh.
Where your thigh? Show me where it's gonna go. Make a medicine check.
10?
10? Yeah, he's 2 inches over.
That's enough.
Alright. Any points where to put it?
It's going in the buttocks.
Yeah. It's take 2 points of piercing damage. They're fucking needles.
Sorry, guys.
Ow. Oh.
Remove the infection.
Yay.
No. I'm afraid of
hurt are you
needles.
looking
You're afraid of
I'm
needles?
just kidding.
I'm missing a few guys on my
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
I'm fine.
I should
Just her face come through and sneak attack the needle in.
Echo's full on hovering over you.
I'm
Why are you
covered in
worried about me?
tattoos, half of which I've done myself.
Okay.
I
So
protect you.
I'm afraid of needles. No.
you take 1 point of piercing damage as he stabs it in your ass, essentially. You're no longer infected. And you notice that he has a little bit of container.
Tiny.
No one else got bit? No bit? No bite? No bite?
No bite.
No bite?
Yes, no, I'm not.
No bone.
No, I'm not.
And he stabs it into
No,
his
no.
thigh. Oh, it's so much worse when you do it. Because he rolled high enough to get 3 doses in between that one.
Awesome.
Right. I don't know if I was infected, just in case.
Better safe than sorry.
Well, first of all, I want to say I am indebted. Thank you for saving my life. I do not know the situation at hand. Is the Mistral Archive okay?
No.
Define okay.
So
It's
there
still
was a
standing
theft
for the
attempt
most
or something
part.
like that?
Yeah.
That's a word for it.
Raid? I
Okay.
would call more than anything.
Okay, so do
I
you
didn't
want me to
wanna,
tell me what happened,
like,
or should I tell you
lay
what
claim
I
to
thought
the
was going to
found.
happen
It's a
and what led to this situation? And then you tell me what happened.
Let's hear what you thought was gonna happen. Starting with the part where you said, "Don't follow me."
I think you need to start with other.
Well, I was a little bit. So you found my pen. Oh, you saw my photos.
Yes.
Oh,
That's how you know
It's
you're
safe, but don't worry.
your-
I put everything in your floor safe. Your picture and all of the money that was in there. We put it all. It's all locked up for you.
make a persuasion check
Okay.
with advantage.
It is true.
It's safe.
Okay.
I'm not gonna help with this one.
We did just save him, so he has more reason to believe us.
Yes, that's why it's a persuasion kind of situation. But at the same time, he's still in a hyper paranoia situation because of
I know,
this.
but hold on. I have
We're
a
all
proficiency.
strangers.
Persuasion is.
But I have a proficiency.
Yeah, it's already added.
And we're also
Oh,
a
okay.
kit bashed.
14.
14?
We are definitely a kit bashed bunch.
You see this Dragonborn, and let me describe this Dragonborn. He's a 7-foot tall individual, brass Dragonborn. Is it brass or bronze? Shit.
You said
The
brass.
fire one.
You said brass when you were thinking. It's
Brass,
attack.
which is fire, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
bronze is electricity.
No, bronze is fire.
No, brass is
No, brass is fire.
Yeah, brass.
fire.
I always get
Bronze
those
is
two mixed up. Brass Dragonborn, and he actually has big, what looks to be, that could be longer horns, but they clearly have been shattered off. And no, has he been born that way? Hard to tell. And it's like 3 layers of shattered horns that go across his ridge. Longer snout. One of his eyes are full-blown white because it looks like some sort of animalistic claw went over his right eye. So it's a bit of a useless kind of situation. Clearly stronger individual with a chin, like uneven chin that has like a bunch of like almost look like lizard prongs, no, like dots to his chin that make it uneven texture, as if he looks like he's meant to burrow into the desert and look like the desert sand with his ridged face kind of situation. He's wearing a full plate, clearly higher ranking official of the Mr. Archive. His badge is missing. Tattered cloak, fully tattered cloak that is unnaturally billowing with a invisible wind. He looks you up and down. You have high enough insight. This is a trained person that is meant to detect lies. In a way that he has made his profession in detecting people that are telling the truth or lying. You also know his ring glows a little bit when you're talking. I believe you.
It's good because it's true.
It is, and he taps his ring. No offense with the situation that I just went through.
Yeah, take it.
I appreciate the assistance in getting me out of the situation at hand. Here's my story, and I would love an explanation of the Mr. Archive, because apparently you have additional information. You bit at my desk. Did you spot any weirdness, before I continue, within the desk files?
Define weirdness.
Patterns within security breaches.
Yes,
Alright,
that's why we came.
so I don't need to explain that. But
No.
I was the one that found this as well. I reported to my superiors and the local militia with an ire. I suspected, and do suspect still, that a planned security breach to attempt to steal certain things from the Mr. Archive was going to transpire, with several gang members of the Amber Cities, the free cities of Amber Coast. I did not have an exact date, but I knew it was going to happen within the month. I gave the information to my superiors. They did additional searching, and I was told by my friendship, maybe traitorous drow friend that works at the Mr. Archive. Do you know who I refer to, by the way? Her name is, it's been a long day.
We've seen her.
Kokaria?
Yes,
We,
mistress.
I saw her.
She told me of this local area that is a very favored area of smugglers and ne'er-do-wells that use this as a getaway and also entry point into the Mr. Archive. It was most likely going to be the main target of interest when traveling to the Mr. Archive under guise of merchants. Specifically, those that have ores that they can sell to the rest of the city. They're going to be passing through the Mr. Archives before transporting to the ore refinery locations.
And while he's talking, can I just kind of start ushering people from the table and just start?
I can see.
Like, well, no, I mean, just start patching people up.
Oh yeah, naturally. The whole medical bay. You rolled a natural 20 on top of a natural 20.
I'm just kind of like.
You want an incubation tube as well?
Well, like, yeah, I mean, while he's talking, I'm listening, focused on what he's saying, but I kind of guide Bridget over the table, and I'm just sort of like clean stuff
she
up,
was fucked up.
like bandages.
Bleeding.
Yes.
A little mini iron lung.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, basically, like, while we're talking, you start patching
Just
people up.
remember Wild West steampunk kind of
Yeah.
vibes of like ridiculous technology kind of thing. You notice the train and start backing up and start returning back home to the Mr. Archive as Ozzy is now.
In charge.
Yeah, Ozzy is making the beeping
Continue.
sound.
I was made there.
Continue, sir. I'm curious. Continue.
So, I believe that this was going to happen. I gave the information to my superiors. Drow told me that this is most likely be the area we need to secure and most likely collapse certain tunnels to prevent it from happening, doing an active effort before it became a situation and risking the lives of patrons and my companions.
Are you aware that there were crates with undead in them on your train?
At the time, no. I arrived here on train with 10 of my trusted men.
Betrayal?
Yeah,
Where are those men?
alive.
Oh, good.
Where are they alive? Where do you think they are?
Last I saw them was them breaking my legs and gloating about my death.
Oh, wait, never mind. I
10
went to see it
hunting
too then.
targets. How lovely.
For
It's an
them-
even number to divide. Goody goody.
He thinks a little bit as I remind
However,
myself, because I wrote this a
I
while
don't.
ago.
You're right, Morgan. But I would imagine it's not. It's actually 11 because apparently this drow woman might be the one who actually they report to, or they report to someone, if not her.
Unsure.
But at least it's. But if you have at least 10 lieutenants to pick off, that's all.
See, did all of us see that there were zombies with Mistral Archive armor, or just those
I saw
two?
some with the.
I would definitely would have seen it when I'm picking them off.
Wait a moment. We have an opportunity here.
Well, that's what I was saying. Do the people that didn't leave the train see that there were Mistral Archive armor zombies,
I did
or is
some
it
of the
just
zombies
those
were
two?
The ones, the fresh zombies that you...
Yeah, I mean, I
Well, actually, no, the fresh zombies that I incinerated when they got closer, they were my loyal band. There were 6 of them there.
So there were only 4 betrayers?
4 betrayers plus additional, I call them assassins, but agents. Apparently from the theocracy.
How?
And I would bet those 4 are returning back to Ire
Possible.
to
I'm sure they're already there.
to be naming themselves as lucky survivors. of
Either
this
that,
accident.
or either that, or they were on the train that attacked the archives.
They were on my... oh, no. Well, hold on. When did the attack happen?
Just yesterday, I believe.
2 days ago.
No, not 2 days ago.
3 days ago?
About 12 hours ago.
Well,
Yeah.
that's ago.
So yeah. That's
No, they were...
Longer.
Like we
I've been
whatever
here
the
for, okay, so
6 hour
hold
train,
on.
yeah, about 17 hours then. Or-
I've been here for 16 hours before you rescued me.
Okay, so it was about 2 hours
Ish.
before then.
The only reason why I'm able to tell time is because of my pocket watch. Because being in... Anyway. But...
Hey, that's a good advertisement. Pocket watch. Survive the zombie.
No,
attack.
Probably they killed you, then did the raid.
Right.
No, they would not be able to physically come back fast enough.
Well, how do you?
Well,
At the
they
same
may not have
time-
been part of the raid, but
Or
they
no,
might have
But
been.
they
maybe
were
away.
definitely most likely associated with the raid.
Because it was essentially
Now,
a
when
bunch
they
of.
were doing the classic evil guy, you're gonna die, so I'm gonna tell you what's happening. Gloat, that classic bardic tale, you know that.
Monologuing, nice.
Chitty
Monologue.
chitty chat chat.
That always gets you screwed up.
You got me.
Well, I was fighting the pain of the death of my companions and also my legs at the same time. So I let them talk a little longer as the zombies were coming over to try to make a meal of me. Am I okay?
Okay, now.
I'm fucking fantastic right now. Because you made me fantastic, and I thank you. I'm not angry at you.
Understand.
But
Angry.
yes, I am intense right now.
Understand.
No, we're in a
So
train.
apparently,
Not intense.
Ironbrand, my second in command at the time, betrayed me, along with the 3 others of my crew. They were apparently residual
No, not that
extremists that are planning to do something with Hardkern and their elemental refinement process. That's all I know. They didn't go on how it was going to happen, but they want to go big eruption. Something about big enough to destroy the city or flush the city.
Well, at least that didn't happen.
It was
For,
scary.
reasons.
Is the city of Ire still there?
Yes.
Okay.
It might have been close. There might have been some kobolds and an explosive artifact that, in fact, didn't explode.
Oh.
You know, for someone who does dealings with outside the law, you tend to have very loose lips.
By the way, yeah, sorry,
That's
Miss
just,
Bunny, I don't mean to intrude. First of all, are you feeling okay? Your eyes are looking a little wonky.
I think so. Thank you.
Just don't go to sleep, all right? Here's he goes underneath and like, here we go, little candy. He gives you like a little like lollipop.
Huh.
Stay awake, yeah.
Echo's gonna
Yeah.
go over, sit
Yes.
next to Bridget,
You
and just start like
you had
poking
interest
at
in
her.
the theocracy,
Just stimulus.
Illyrian theocracy.
Yes. I'm from there.
If you didn't save my life, I would probably choke you.
It's very rude.
My legs were broken.
Yes. Thesian.
Yes. No, theocracy.
No.
Thesian is the old city-states that fell apart a while back. When I say a while back, like hundreds of years ago, they're now known as the Residuum. Residuum is a chemical burn that is... Anyway, they like to be smart. But, yeah, they don't like Harkern in general. Because they believe... A lot of them believe that Harkern that rose up in terms of sentient mechanical constructs that are the Warforged, or the Forgelings nowadays. The Residuum feel it was unjust that Harkern made their nation after they broke off, and then declared war on them for hundreds of years. The Thesial Committee fell apart, hundreds, at the end of that war, and became the Residuum. And since the city-states fell apart, no need to attack in terms of state-to-state affairs. Before at times, but still, it's, politically tense between the Residuum and Harkern. So, to end result, I found out through the collapsion of the train that I was on and the death of my soldiers, because these fucking assholes.
Do you know how they got out?
How they got out? What do you mean?
Obviously, well, if they were there when they survived your train and crashed, how did they get out?
Okay, yeah. I was just about to actually get to that part. So we arrived to the area. There was not as much undead presence as a gathering point. There was still a little bit of undead. We sent a scouting party of 8 men. I was staying on the train along with the remaining 2. When I say 10 men, I was the 11th person, plus the train engineer and stuff like that. So, 8 men went out. 4 of them were turncoats. At that point, apparently, waiting in the darkness, there were these religious nut jobs that localized earthquakes above on the train connection point, which caused the collapse. I was in the train. The rubble came at the end. I was on fire. The only reason why I'm not powder is because I'm a little fire retardant, and I'm a tough hugger.
Fist bump.
Strong.
And
at that point, Iron Brand came over. At first, he was gonna save me. At least I thought so. And then he broke my legs.
Iron Brand.
Because I was trapped under rubble, I couldn't do shit. He then showed me the freshly turned remains of my companions, and I had to play dead.
so they were chum for the zombies to bring those zombies.
Yes, actually, now that you mention it,
They cut up the bodies.
it was hard for me to see. There was some sort of activation of an item before they left. There was a big lever connected to some sort of ruined crystal thing. And these were the Theocracy agents. They were wearing completely different gear to the Missile Archives, and it was clear that they're very religious type of people.
Culty?
And,
More culty?
well, I would call them culty in some aspect and another, because any religious folk that go to head heels of becoming vessels for their gods. I'm not trying to insult the gods or anything, but when it comes to extremist activities like this, when you're on the receiving end of becoming, you are the unclean, and they did mention that we are purifying the unclean and using, anyway.
Take time.
Hate? Yes, much
Cake.
hate. Oh, cake!
Take.
Take?
Take.
Take what?
Time.
Take time. Understood.
A lot happened.
Do you think
Yeah.
your family is safe?
They better be.
Should probably find out. But here's the thing.
How do you know my family?
The
Photo.
the portrait
Picture.
inside your
desk.
in your desk.
We hid.
Was
Yeah,
was my desk disturbed prior to the situation?
No.
Not that we could tell.
No, everything was still locked.
Aside from your note to not come and get you, regardless of what happened.
If I died in the distance, then fine.
Yeah, but it was locked. Everything was locked. Everything was in place. Especially
So
the
you
safe.
saw the note that they wanted me to take 20 people to bring out here.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
but
It's a good
that's
thing I
why.
only brought 10.
But that's why we locked everything
This
in the
is-
floor safe so
this
that
is-
no one else could find it.
This is why we think they wanted to lure as much of those
I
that
had high
are,
suspicions about
are,
that.
are that are
Yeah.
that are loyal to you away from the city, so it would make it easier to siege the archives.
But
That's why I think they were timed, and
Yeah,
that
but
indeed this-
Rustborn is still alive.
Frostborn's still alive.
He knows that we came to get you. He helped us come to get you.
Rustborn sent.
Shit. That means I owe him gold.
That's how we got all
Fuck.
his
Would you rather be
But
dead?
it's-
IDs.
Well,
Yeah, he's
look,
the one that
that's
gave us
just
the
a personal
IDs, yeah.
pride situation, you know. Right.
Does the word Sable Syndicate mean anything to you? Have you heard these guys?
So 18 on a history check? Oh yeah, the Sable Syndicate. Don't they just hire a bunch of people to work under them kind of situation?
It certainly seems that way. There were at the archive. There were Torch Tails, and well, what are the
You were
others?
Warforged and
There's some Ember Weavers, and there were some. I believe there were
many different races.
the not Arcanists. What are those called? The Tinkerers, like Ozzy. I've lost it.
You,
all.
you
Artificers?
explain. Okay.
Artificers. There we go.
Oh, so there was.
It was.
Hold on, whoa. How many bands assaulted the Missile Archives?
A
3,
lot.
4,
Oh, I mean,
lot.
I
Five.
recognized a couple,
different, all different
but
colors of banners.
it wasn't just a little bit. It was pretty broad. Not ones you'd usually see working
How did
together.
they smuggle in so many people?
It was a
I
train.
wouldn't say
It was a
they
train.
smuggled anybody in. They
They
kind of
drove
rode
that
up on a
train.
train and broadsided
Big
everybody.
armored train.
Yeah,
Where did they fucking get a train?
good question.
I didn't
But it
ask.
was
They
not
threw
just a
grenades.
train. It was a train with multiple cannons. They just pulled up and opened
Armored
fire
train.
on
Big
everybody.
armored train.
Combat train.
Yeah, it was a big fuck off train. That's a good way to describe it.
Jeez.
It would probably get.
How many dead? How many guards survived? How did they get
They were
upheld?
probably still counting by the time we.
Probably Rustborn.
Rustborn.
Rustborn took a chunk of grape shot to the chest.
How is he alive?
Anyone would have done it. I was there.
Hold on. No.
It was probably due directly to Rustborn's acts.
Take this. He hands you the
What?
cloak off his back.
Why? I don't.
I won't explain. Thank you. All right. Okay, I took 10 men. That means there would have been 20 men stationed at a single moment during that moment. If you're saying the proportions of that assault of that scale, how did the Missile Archive survive?
The military did respond extremely fast.
Suspiciously fast.
Like 10 minutes.
I did talk to
get
the local
Titans.
militia about potential threats that were going to come, but
Yes,
we didn't have
but
details.
to mobilize Titans.
Titans.
In 10
in a mana
minutes.
storm, no less.
In a mana storm.
Oh, there's a mana storm. In a mana storm.
Suspicion.
But I mean,
Who are your main suspects right now? And how many dead?
I'm not
We
well
don't know.
affiliated.
So
were
you left
still-
during mid investigation?
Yes.
Oh, because Rustborn. Okay.
Rustborn sent us.
Rustborn does do a little bit of a.
You also were
me and him
in trouble.
have constant fights because he goes against regulation a lot of times to get the stuff done, and I'm the one that goes, "You got to do the paperwork."
Well, had
We,
you done the paperwork, you'd be dead.
Yeah, you know that's why I own money, because he said, "But the bureaucracy is actually going to get me killed one of these days."
And it would have.
The archive itself is safe, though we held it off.
So it's pretty
You held it
likely-
off. What do you mean?
The army of kobolds that were trying to get into the archive.
There was a very angry man trying to yelling and screaming for them to be stuck away from him. That you dealt with it, and you still have that on the train, don't you?
Yelly,
Are you talking about the
screaming man.
No, the orb thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's talking about
Okay.
Edwin yelling, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
Edwin.
Yeah, not
Edwin,
to
yes,
not to.
Oh,
mess it up.
Edwin. Yeah, that guy.
But there was a whole ass army of kobolds that we
Kobolds
handled.
were after this orb. It's actually over there.
10, 15, all at once.
Can you bring it here?
Sure.
Yeah.
I ran over. Grab it.
Bright light. Wow. Okay.
Remember, the lights are off,
Put it
so
down, put it
we're
down,
all
put it
seeing
down.
in the dark.
Oh no, the lights are back on now.
Oh, the lights are back
yeah,
on?
Ozzy
Okay.
came over and refixed it, and
Because if anyone's had that happen where you've been
yeah,
in
he
the
doesn't
dark
start
for
an
a while,
electrical
someone
fire
turns
again.
on a
He
light.
fixed the lights, so there's lights again and stuff like that. Wow. Okay. That's what is that?
Shiny.
Is it the ruined energy core?
That sounds right.
Ruined energy core?
Yeah, there was chatter about that with the several gangs that I caught wind with. They were talking about a energy device. They wanted an energy device that was apparently going to be smuggled in. And so I started looking at the ledgers to see what was coming in and stuff like that. And the only one that seemed to be remotely of like the descriptions of what I was getting, Dot's pizzas, interrogations, and back alley like conversations of like stuff like that, is the ruined energy core.
Does that drow know that we have it?
I don't think so.
I would certainly hope not.
But
It might be off the books.
who knows at the
who
Mystical
knows
Archives
that
knows
they-
we have that?
Who knows?
Just
Rustborn?
Edwin and Rustborn.
And Ozzy.
And Ozzy.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Ozzy's
He's
over
over, yeah, he's over there. And honestly, I mean, truthfully, if he's the one that's going to backstab us, we're all fucking dead.
What done already?
Do we still
It's
have
also
the
possible that the
communication thing?
investigator knows. The investigator
No, that's
showed up.
back
and,
because he was working on it in the shop.
No, no.
We do.
We took the communicator thing.
And we left it
yes,
on the
no.
train here.
Should we?
Oh, we should notify.
Notify Respawr Nick?
Or should we notify?
Call
Should we?
Respawr.
Yeah,
Should
so
we?
that's the trick, should we?
Okay.
We don't know who's.
Let's just go
who's-
home.
That's fine. I just wanted to check to see if we wanted to I just remembered that we had that.
It'll be a nice little surprise.
So, what about you, robot flesh thing?
What do you want to know?
You've been very quiet in this entire situation. You were the first one to. I'm not calling it wrong, but you did put handcuffs on me to take control of the situation. Actually, I kind of respect that, honestly. If half my men did that, well, there'd be a lot less injuries. I don't know. Something about you just hit me in the head that says that you know something.
Not much. You have a spy in your midst.
Yeah.
I don't trust you yet. Try one of the others.
Understandable.
Make a persuasion check.
Music stuff.
Fuck me running. It's a 9.
A 9.
Rolled a 3 on the die.
Woo! No, roll with advantage because you do have. I mean, by all means, you guys have advantage with persuasion checks and stuff like that because of that situation.
Is that worse?
Well, it went to a 12.
A 12 is not bad.
It's better than a 9.
Remember, 10 is normal, 15 is medium, no,
Yeah, 15.
20 is hard, and then it goes to very hard, and then near impossible. Here, give that to him. He takes off his ring that has been occasionally glowing and stuff like that. I'm going to take the risk. Call it a tactical risk. You are currently in a situation where people are going to be lying to you. Whether I'm lying to you or not, that is up to you to discern. Whether you find me truthful or not, I ask only one thing. Get those fucking bastards that killed my men. Whoever they may be. The residuum extremists that are in, possibly more in the Mystical Archive, I doubt. Because they loaded the crates on the train that I was there. So there's going to be more of those fucking bastards at the Mystical Archive.
So what now? We go back to the Mystical Archives and attempt to root things out, or we go after the stuff they stole?
Innocents will die if we go back to the Mystical Archives.
I can't imagine they're doing anything particularly wholesome with what they've stolen.
Yes, we haven't.
Did they steal
What
anything,
else
though, or
they
did we
steal?
keep
Well, also we have to think in mind.
It seems
one of the
likely
items
that they,
they really wanted was something that we are currently in possession of. Do we really want to take that to them?
Respawr is waiting.
So hold on. I'm just going to list things off. I don't know the connections or anything. The residual. There's moles in the Mistral Archives that are using this most likely as a possible base of operations. There were 4 that killed a bunch of my men, but there was clear that there's other people at the Mistral Archives that orchestrated the undead in crates to be loaded in mass on my train. That is not a small feat to do, and it's not a single person. So the Mr. Archive is compromised. Rustborn is still there. Whether you go or not, I must go back and help him. The Residuum, followed by the Sable Syndicate. That's the second people. The connection between the two, I don't know. Most likely working together, possibly. Hard to say. And then we have the Alarn Theocracy. Where do they come in? Are there any other people? Oh, in the military, apparently responding, yeah?
Responding.
So this
incredibly
makes it
quick.
into a grand conspiracy.
Tread lightly.
I mean, I think at the very least, we know that Rustborn is on our side at this point. We do know that.
At the very least, he's indebted.
Rustborn good.
But he is helping.
I
I mean,
also know that Mistress Vicaria disappeared. She was on her lunch break when the pirates came in.
That was
Convenient.
Yeah.
but I mean, at least. But the thing is, everybody is banged up.
We have at least like another 16 hours to get back.
Yeah,
It's a 12-hour trip from here to the Mistral
but
Archive.
there's
I
still
suggest
some,
we go
I think,
slow.
injuries that are not going to heal even with a long rest.
I suggest we go slow.
And then
Well, the longer we take, I am away from my post. They
Let's
wanted me
get-
away from
I-
my
but-
post.
yeah, I think
Drow's gonna shit
if
for
we
it
s-
when you show up at the Mistral Archive.
if we circle up though with Rustborn, we can find out what he's discovered because he's been working on his end the entire time. We can try to connect and find out what he's learned and give what we've learned and figure out what to do next.
Perhaps we don't say that you're there. We hide your presence for a while.
You can stay on the train though.
Well, hold on.
Not
If the
even on books.
military are involved, and you said investigators are involved, yes? So that means private dicks of the Harpoon Nation are involved.
What, the Inquisition?
um,
The Inquisitors?
yeah. They have scrying capabilities.
Of course they do.
Or divisions that have scrying capabilities.
And people wonder why they.
If I'm going to be there, I'm going to show my
hate the
presence.
cities.
Because I'm going to start kicking some ass. Now, Higgs saying this, I need you to make sure I kick the right ass. Because as soon as I get there, I'm most likely going to be arrested, interrogated, and asked a series of questions. What happened, how it happened, and who knows? Maybe I'll be convicted of something.
Are you sure you want to have your ring not on you for this?
It's useless if I'm behind bars for a bit.
Would be taken off.
But
Would be.
Oh, absolutely. Everything would be taken off.
oh, true.
You never lock someone up in the jail cell, in the jailhouse with a bunch of magical gear. No.
Your insignia was gone.
Yes, they took it and pressed it. The Residuum members.
So they sent the SOS?
Was
Yes.
strapped.
That explains why, or they wanted people to see.
They
what
wanted
happened.
me to be framed from the evil monologue thing of like. From the evil monologue, I kind of heard here and there because a lot of pain coming in and out. But anyway, the gist is they explained who they were, the Residuum. They wanted me to die a horrible, slow death. Because this guy didn't like me, apparently. Didn't like who I was. He wanted me to be framed of attempting to escape and die an unfortunate event of bad timing of a collapsed tunnel and zombies that killed the entire train crew. Oh, yeah, and they flipped the switch that apparently there was like a magical rumble and a bunch of undead were summoned towards it. But these were the Theocracy people that used some sort of holy device. They were just praying to it, and they said, this holy device shall gather all the wicked into one spot to be dealt with later.
I'll explain why there's an excessive amount of undead.
Well, I just find it ironic that a bunch of holy people that they say they're holy, and yet they use devices to call in undead.
Twisted.
Grandpa never liked.
Necromancy?
I'm glad you did.
Necromancy?
Possibly. Most likely, it's undead necromancy. That's usually the house of the domain and something.
Does the theocracy have like? Are they polytheistic? What's the theocracy's theocracy?
Well,
Theology. What's the theology of the theocracy?
Yeah.
he looks over to Bridget.
Polly?
Want to explain?
Yes. We have many hats. We have Bahamut, we have Lathander, we have, and I go on and
Polly.
describe.
Got it. Polly.
If I remember correctly, there are
Law.
four.
Gods for all occasions.
Yeah.
God.
Mostly lawful, good.
Yeah, the main four
Most-
gods. What the hell?
Who is there a god of death
You're right.
in
That one.
yours?
Is there a god of death?
Not that one. There, specifically, let me bring it up.
Lathander, Bahamut.
I'm just trying to think of buzzwords that might be
Leon,
something we can pick up. After all, Mr. Archives is an archival.
Sacred magic.
I might have some books to read.
Yes.
Read?
Major cities, Celestius, Sunspire, Sanctuary of the Sainted.
There's Helm, Tyr, Torm, Lathander, and Bahamut.
There you go.
Not
Yeah, there it is.
not
Helm,
really
Tyr,
gods you would associate
Torm,
with
and
the necromancy, though. Yeah.
No. We usually hate them. Bahamut especially.
Interesting.
yeah, which is very ironic because a couple of them were wearing symbols of Bahamut.
False.
One of them was referred to as an inquisitor.
But
Not fun people.
Yeah.
At least for the few times I met them.
Interesting. Okay. This will require
Yes,
research. Luckily, the Crystal Archives, Mr. Archives, is an archivum and will be, hopefully, a wealth of information. Hopefully.
Hope.
Curious.
Or a death pit.
I think it is time for a rest.
I agree.
I like that. I'm gonna drink some booze with your permission.
It's not our bar. Oh, how did you turn this to a medical?
You find another switch and it
Bar?
goes back to the bar.
Oh.
Captain Rogar gets hit by the bar. Falls over.
So we're in the
Drink,
bar
please.
cart again.
Make that a double. Who's serving? Who's mixing?
What and I'm the different Warforged. Put the hat on. Montgomery Bohannon. Perhaps you've heard of my less reputable cousin Julius.
Oh, you're in fucking nightmare.
I'll be over here. I believe I could be of some
Funny.
small service in this instance. Who wanders over behind the bar. Goes, so wonderful when they come well equipped.
Drink, please.
What would you have, my darling dear?
While he's doing that, I'm gonna just kind of, I don't know if we'll give you a second. Like,
Something sweet.
I'm sorry.
About what?
I'm sorry for. Okay.
I know you hit such a good shot on that skeleton. It exploded. It was wonderful.
Because I think your friend doesn't understand.
What?
They were pretty pissed. They think I think I shot you. They think I shot you, so they're pretty pissed. I'm just. But I'm sorry. I know you got hurt. I apologize. My bad. He's already asleep. Okay. But I mean,
Oh yeah.
if you
I was loud.
excuse what? I don't even want to talk to you.
Holy shit, he's out like a light.
Normal.
I was gonna say.
What?
I'm just if he allows it.
I want to face palm and see.
But if he allows it, I mean, I'm gonna at least start trying to patch him up after it's done patching up Bridget.
I'm not face palming the
Easy
snoring
enough to
one
do.
Thank you.
because
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to face palm.
I mean, like he's talking, and I'm just like, shut up.
Oh, there it is. Now you're an edgy teen.
You're a bitch.
Well, yeah,
A
obviously.
punchable bitch at that.
Whoa.
I'm sure he'd let you pot him.
Oh.
Wow.
Ozzy was about to come in and immediately
Ew.
turns around.
Ew.
Drink time.
Ugh. And
Yes.
don't mind him. He can take it.
Indeed.
He annoys me enough that he can deal.
And he's not a traveling. You weren't traveling together at all, were you?
No.
No.
Oh, good.
He just lives to annoy me.
I look
Whenever-
for everyone.
Whenever
That's
he
great.
shows his face at my parents' house, he lives to annoy me.
know each other?
A little bit.
Friend?
There's something
A friend might be pushing it.
you have a history. I think
Acquaintance.
Yes.
the two of you have a history.
You could call it a history if you wanted to. I don't know if I'd call it a history.
Echo leans forward. Explain?
Tea.
Spill the tea. Says Rogar.
Well, she's got an elf for a father, and you know how elves are.
Oh dear.
Okay, well,
So, just so we're clear, I tried being a racist bastard for a little while. It doesn't work out as well.
No,
as
no,
you think.
No, it's okay. Her dad's a dick.
He is a dick.
He's all
Totally
about
agree.
this tradition and that tradition, and I'm like, hey kid, have you heard of guns?
hold on. And Rogar steps in. So you gave a kid your boomstick.
Not mine.
Phrasing?
I'm repeating what he said.
Phrasing.
No,
A
they're not.
legitimately acquired firearm.
It did piss my parents off to my
we're not gonna
satisfaction.
get along.
Oh, we're gonna get along great. Just don't look.
So they're
Just don't look.
Just don't look. I'm sure.
Okay.
You're so tall,
okay.
you never even noticed.
Oh,
Kid, okay, but
oh.
kid is relative.
True.
Kid is
a kid
relative here.
formed like. Wait a minute. Elf?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. Anyway,
Kid is relative.
kid for especially for elven entities is like.
They wanted
so
me to-
how old are you in terms of like normal age progression?
You don't normally
Elven
ask
age
a
progression or like
you don't normally ask a girl her age.
Look, that also leads to misconceptions and also
just making it more
miscommunications.
That's who their father is, but we'll just.
Point is, are you old enough to drink? Because I also you served a lot of alcohol.
in your
Why am I saying
years.
that? You just took on a horde of undead. You're fine.
Definitely old enough for
Anxiety.
counts. I'm fine.
Okay.
But
If a 5-year-old
say-
survived a horde of undead, I would give them a drink.
But I
Yo.
will say, at least to his credit, for this, he pissed my parents off too much to my satisfaction. They wanted me to do archery because it was tradition, and I didn't want to do it, and I picked up the rifle instead.
Understand.
And as you can see, I can do plenty of damage.
Not gonna lie, I don't see a lot of elven entities holding rifles.
I know it's great, isn't it?
You're effective.
I mean, it depends on
Expect
where I am.
unexpected.
If I go back to where of the to the elven area, I will use a bow. But if I don't, I have to come.
Oh, is it like a judgmental thing of like?
Oh,
It's more silence.
Say, they have
Well,
such
also
sensitive ears, and they just
traditional
play
elven.
noise.
First of all, they accepted you. A lot of elven individuals, especially when you go into lands that deal with elven individuals, whether it's high or wooden elves, they don't really like half elves.
No, but they do like my name.
Oh, and what's your name?
Oh.
They do like the Silverhands.
The Silverhands from Rose?
Mm-hmm.
The city of Rose?
Yes,
Aren't they like powerful collectors?
they are, but they were a powerful ranger family before that. So the elves like that. They like that memory, and they like the fact that I was coming back to it. The right name and a little persuasion can get you quite far if it needs be. You know. Use your
On the
advantage when you
subject
have them.
of potentially immortal beings that are like elves, full-blooded elves in this case, was it your father that used to be a ranger, or
My father.
like how many generations are we talking about here?
My father broke with it. He's the one that broke with it.
Oh, he's the one that broke with it. Oh, so technically one generation. Oh, jeez, this is. And he's like doing the like mental calculation, like, all right, so how old could your father be? Technically, 0 to 1,000.
Truthfully, I don't know. But he.
But that's not unusual. Elves generally stop measuring in normal time.
I'll just say this: for people who like to harp on me about tradition, what they did sure as hell isn't tradition, is it?
And what do they do?
What collecting is not.
collecting of.
I have to say this. I am a representative of security.
What?
you saved my life. I'm gonna do you decency. Don't incriminate your father unless you want to.
I just say they collect things.
They collect things.
Yeah, collectors are.
Let me just put it this way:
legitimate
as a
goods.
person that is in the field
Says
of
the
work
one
that I
carrying
am,
around a 75
all
pound block of
all
platinum.
houses and collectors and people of wealth have skeletons in their
50 pound block of
closets.
I'm aware.
Yeah. So,
I'm aware.
Yeah,
there may
yeah.
come a time when I do want to pull that switch. It's not
It's like
today.
that
though.
big.
well, then make sure
It's
you let me
huge.
help you with that.
I
Yeah.
will be
Weighs a lot of
glad
platinum.
to.
It weighs more than I do.
Nap.
I believe a nap is in order.
Indeed.
I've had about 6 shots,
Yes.
and this stuff is good, and it makes my chest rumble something fierce in a good way.
Yes. When we hit tomorrow, before we get back, I just want to remark this is your likeness is. I'd like to speak something about your likeness and a piece of art that I have.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're a tattooer.
That I am, and I have a rather an interesting likeness. It's not you, but an interesting likeness over here. Take a look, and it seems has the same features. That
You're the you got good taste, my man. Did you do that?
well, my father did actually.
Oh, well, good shit. I've been looking for someone that. Are you able to tattoo dragon skill or dragonborn skill, not dragon skill?
I haven't found anything I can't.
Right, yeah.
I haven't found anything that I can't give a good tattoo to. So absolutely.
I got a few art pieces that
The dragon with the girl tattoo.
No, I was thinking more like a dragon tattoo with a tramp. Sorry, a dragon with a tramp.
Dragon with Tanner.
Maybe like you get like the rebellious teenage up, but here's like a tattoo. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
the bad
that
news
would
is
be
it
something-
goes
Are we all
off.
getting
As soon as
tattoos?
you molt, it just comes
Hey, we just had awesome drinks in a daring situation. Are we all getting tattoos?
No, I'm not.
Just looks at her
categorically
feathers.
no.
Well,
Maybe later. We'll have
How would that work?
It wouldn't.
Oh, that would be.
But you do
I
kind of
have no
have
idea.
like weird fleshy bits.
It would be ingested. You
Now
just-
it is.
Oh.
All right, now I have to ask, what the fuck are you?
that, my so expressive friend, is something of a complicated answer.
Oh,
Enigma.
I love complicated, especially after a few drinks. You've been drinking a few, but can you actually taste that and digest that?
Of course.
Really?
I eat food as much as anyone else does.
It's good. Thank you.
So with this, I'm going to say this is considered a short rest. And I say a short rest. As you hear, dun, 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 and the doors at the front and the back of the bar cart open up as you see 4 members of the security of the silver. I'm having a stroke. Of the archive.
Oh,
Along
God
with
damn it.
clearly religious and a individual that's tall and has the classic inquisitor like neck collar
God
stuff.
bless it. All right.
And you just hear Rogar go, motherfucker, as all of them seem to be ready for combat, but 2 individuals in question are looking to talk and make a deal. Rogar, as you can see, is currently only armed with a dagger, and that's it, and recently healed to maybe half health. We'll start our game on that little note. Till next time.
Oh, wait, before we go.
So, first of all, you guys have been drinking. Everyone make Constitution saving.
I have not.
Sure, you've been napping.
And I have not had a drink.
Yeah,
I just
May I discreetly
We're getting patched
pass like behind my back? I have a short
We'll
sword.
get into the details next time.
Oh,
I
I
know.
was just gonna remember.
The shenanigans are starting, but right now, I'm going to say everyone except Ozzy is at the bar. Ozzy is snoring up a storm. Echo, you were at the bar too because
Oh,
you were
yeah.
participating with the situation.
I think she deserved it after what she
And
witnessed.
I'm going to say Ozzy is currently singing to himself at the locomotive engine, going, "Bah, bah, 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 stand alone." So he doesn't fucking know what's going on. And we're going to end there. We're going to start with those that have been drinking to make Constitution saving throws to see how liberated you are. Till next time, liberated. It was a play on words of liberated. Anyway, till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. Bye-bye. You know they would be staking out the place and making
I
sure
can't
he
believe
died.
we fell for that shit. We were.
I should have known!